Hello, everybody. Hello there. As we would say typically, I don't have anything better to say. Basic hello there is all you can get from me, man. But wait, why is my mic? Whoa, hold on. Is my okay? My mic is working. Okay, I didn't see the bar for a second. I was like, wait, why is my thing not working? This is the audacity.
Hello, everyone.
Aha! He appears. You're only 10
Yes.
minutes late, you liar.
I don't know. I thought it'd take a lot longer, but I am a hungry boy.
I was expecting to be shimless for another Sonic. Thank you for the follow. Let's get some
Yeah, thank
Nyantas in
you.
the chat. I was expecting you to be gone for another 20. I was
Nah,
prepared to
dude.
live in a shimless world.
Nah, dude. I couldn't do it for you there that long.
I appreciate it. Because I
Yeah,
wasn't going
no
to get
problem.
started on the reading until you showed up. We
Yeah.
need our wacky waving inflatable arm flailing
Oh,
shit.
yeah, we need that.
I
Also,
ran
that
out
was
of air on
oh,
that. Did you hear that? Our
yeah,
wacky
you did.
waving inflatable arm
It
flailing
was
shim.
yeah. Hold on. I
All
gotta
right.
turn my camera on as well. I'm
So
standing in
I
the way.
found a thing that we can do in Atlanta if we go to AWA that is not, I repeat, not anime related.
Oh, it's
Or
manga
AWA.
related.
No, it is not. It's just good old fashioned goofy fun. Uh
Uh-huh.
there is an indoor putt-putt course that is kind of like technologic. I don't
Like
know.
neon-y, futuristic.
Nyanta.
Yeah, neon-y.
Nyanta. Nyani. All right.
Also, hi, Moonlight.
Hello.
Forgot to say hi. Hello.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, we're
Nyani.
I
here.
remember my Bookwalker login.
Oh yeah, that shit's
Yeah,
important.
it is very important.
Nyani.
What was
Uh,
it?
Mya Myaru hodo.
Oh yeah, forgot.
Oh my
This
god.
this site does not
Why
like
did
my
I not make these jokes in Log Horizon with the cat character? He's a Nyani. Ah, Myaru hodo, Myaru hodo.
Yodo
It was like that's a different band. That's a different brand of weeb right there.
Yeah.
Neko weeb. You ever tried weed? You ever tried Neko weed?
Mm.
It's like you ever looked at the stars? You ever looked at the stars on weed? God damn it, man. Fucking Jon Stewart killed that. It was so good. It was so
Yeah.
effing good. All right. So anyway, there's a putt putt thing. Nyandate. It's like Nyamete kudasap.
Yeah.
Nyamete kudasai
Gonna
or
stop.
Nyamete kudastop.
Yeah.
Meowster. But anyway. So yeah, it's like a little putt putt course that's all like technologically based, and you play for points. It counts up your points. You have 90 seconds per person. So everybody goes one person at a time, and it kind of keeps score, kind of like bowling a little bit, you know?
Mm.
And yeah, it's kind of a crazy course. It's like, I'm here, little bro. Aquatic automatic artist is here. So yeah, there we go. There we go. They were like, I'm here, little bro. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that's my sister.
Hello.
Bowling for Dave's. Well, I mean, if you're
Bowling
doing
for
it with golf
days.
balls, the way I describe it, it's golfing with assholes in real life, kind of in a
Good.
way. There are super there are super tubes that you can risk getting, which will automatically get you a hole in one, plus give you bonus points. However, there are hazards near it, and if you land in one of the hazards, you will lose points, and also it takes an extra stroke off of your game, but yada yada. There's also a true or false quiz that you can choose to skip if you want to go down the tiny little super shoot ramp, the super tube ramp, or you can answer true or false. And if you get it wrong, you lose points. If you get it right, you gain points.
Oh,
There
shit.
is also a spinning wheel version that you shoot your ball up, and when your ball passes the arrow, by the way, your ball has a sensor and the course has a sensor, so it knows how many strokes it takes for you to. The hole has a sensor too. It knows how many strokes you take before you get the ball in the hole. You have to place the ball down on the little sensor pad to start the countdown, and you have 90 seconds to get it in the hole.
So it's smart golf.
Yeah, it's smart
That's
golf.
fun.
It's like, yeah, dude. It's definitely. Anyway, there's like a wheel of prizes, and if you go around after the ball passes under the sensor, that whatever the arrow was on, that's the prize that you potentially could get, and then it brings you around to the front of the course, and it's just a straight shot to the hole. If you make a hole in one, you get whatever that prize is. It could be a free game. It could be a shake. It could be a bunch of
Like
points.
food.
Yeah, you could actually get like $5 off
like
of
a
a
free
meal
shake.
or something.
I'd like
And
that.
what is this place called?
Oh,
It's literally just techno golf, or
no, it's not.
Putt golf.
Putt golf.
Mhm.
Let me go down to golf with friends because that's where I
Memorial Day,
posted it
that's
in my
why.
server.
Yeah.
It is called. Frick. I don't remember what it was called. No, I'm just gonna go look at what I sent to Calvin. Putt Shack. That's what it's called. Putt Shack.
Yeah.
Because the putt shack is a
Well, it gets
little
even better. It gets even better. Dude was wearing a shirt that said "Don't touch my putt," and I was like, "Oh my god, you're so dumb." I love that shirt. I'm such an old man. Like, it's such a bad pun that it's so good. All right. Really quickly, let's get back to Fat Dog stuff. Just want to send a quick shout out to everybody in the Fat Dog server right now that's playing video games. That's playing video games with Tony and the crew. Not jealous at all. No. Yeah. All right. So if we manage to get, hey, what's up, BC Voice? If we manage to get a hold of Calvin tonight and he's down, nobody needs to see my tummy. Toby, they need to see you though.
Yes.
Come up.
Hello.
Up here. Toby. Up. Not on me. Up here. Up like here. Let me show you.
There he goes.
Let me show you how to do. There you go. There you go. No. Stop. You're breaking my heart. And also my mouse. So come here. Toby. Come here. Ready? Steady up.
Toby pets have been redeemed.
Toby, come here. Okay, I love you, but that's not.
Oh, he's playing Elden Ring. I do want to play that game. I just
I
need to
don't.
shell out the 60.
There we go.
I mean, I know I'm gonna suck at it. I know it's
fine.
like
Come
it's a
here.
Dark Souls game,
Come here.
so it's gonna suck.
Come here.
But it looks really
Come
good.
here.
So
Ready? Set it.
I've been wanting
Souls
to.
like, yeah, the only Souls like I've been interested in was the.
I don't play Soulsborne
I don't even
games, so
remember
I
the
don't
name
have
of
to
it.
worry about it. Yay!
Yeah,
I know
that's
it
true.
was-
Unless you count Jedi Fallen Order as a Soulsborne type game, I don't.
I don't think it would be, would it?
Which I'm so happy about. It's getting a sequel.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
heard about that. Haven't played the original.
My
I-
friends
I'm
are
pretty
excited
sure.
about that.
Don't know what to think about how Star Wars Celebration ended because
Suck.
literally you and McGregor said, we're so thankful that you enjoyed the first 2 episodes of Obi-Wan Kenobi. We really hope you'll like 3, 4, 5, and 6. And everybody cheered and he went, and 7, 8, 9, and 10. And I was like, wait, what?
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Okay, so they're doing more. Okay.
Well,
Doing
he
more than
said
usual.
it at Celebration, but
Mhm.
nobody at Disney is talking about it.
Oh, okay.
So is this real?
I didn't know how many
or
was gonna
not?
have.
It was originally
Only
scheduled
have
to
to
have
see.
6. Are we getting more? Hey,
I mean, it'd be kind of cool.
Fatty.
The
Hey,
first
Fatty.
2 episodes I thought were pretty fun.
Okay, so I'm
I need to
waiting
see
to hear
those
from
episodes.
Calvin. I'm waiting to hear from
Mhm.
Calvin and see if he's gonna stay up long enough for DDA to show up tonight. And if so, we're going to stream tonight doing the new dungeon in Destiny. I have not
Ooh.
done it. I know nothing about it. I've stayed the hell away just so we can run it blind and fail multiple times and be total fuck ups and hate ourselves.
Would
All
I
for
even
the
be able to join?
it's all for the
It's part of the
content.
experience.
If you are set up to, yes. Like, but I mean, here's the thing. It is a dungeon, which is basically a 3-man raid, and
Oh.
you might want to know you might want to have your proper setup for it. Okay, I gave you lots of attention.
Okay. I'm probably not ready for that.
Yeah, I mean, you need to know
You could
how
probably
to
just
you need to know how to use your subclasses properly. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I don't demand that you have specific weapons and exotics.
Is there a way to
But they
quick
help.
swap? That's the only thing I need to know.
Is there a way to quick swap?
Yeah, quick swap.
Yeah, go into your character menu and just quickly click the next weapon that you want to swap over to.
No, not the weapons, the subclasses.
Yeah, same thing. Go in your menu and swap your subclasses, but then everything is starting at 0 and you have to come back. So yeah. I mean, if you're doing it in mid game, yes, it's that way. You can do it beforehand.
So I'm thinking like the void, the
Void, solar, and stasis. Void,
yeah,
solar,
I was
and
thinking
stasis.
those are the subclasses, not hunter, titan, and whatever the last one.
Those are the that's what I'm talking about. Your subclasses. That's what that is. We're not talking about switching to Titan, Warlock, and Hunter. No.
Okay.
Subclasses are Void, Solar, Stasis, and Arc. Arc 3.0 should be out next expansion. Or not expansion, next
stasis.
Yeah, you'd have to get Beyond Light, but I think Stasis is a thing, but you unlock it through story.
It is. It's only on weapons though. Okay.
Yeah, it is a thing on weapons.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Destiny talk. Indeed, Sonic. Indeed. Destiny talk. We are looking to eventually, I'm thinking this Wednesday possibly, if people wanna, we might do a raid. Since it looks like we might have 6 or so people on there, it's just a question of what raid are we going to do.
Well, the problem with Wednesday.
Possibly Vow of the Disciple. I didn't say what time on Wednesday. I just said Wednesday.
True.
Okay.
Well, depending on my workday, Wednesday for every other Wednesday, basically.
It may be
Sometimes
pretty.
I get home early.
It may be pretty late in the evening when we decide to do it, but we're gonna be there for a while.
I get that, but I'm saying I'm not gonna get home till the next morning.
Oh fuck, that's not on me.
Exactly.
Man. Yeah, if you don't show up for that, I can't help you.
That makes sense. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
I
dude.
get it.
Yeah,
it's fine.
We're trying to at least give DD a chance. He's been bitching at me because I've done the Vow of the Disciple raid twice. He's like, must be nice. And I'm like, motherfucker, you can do it anytime you want. Just hit up certain people.
I've done quite a few things just on my own somehow.
Well, raids are not a thing. Like, you have to gather people for.
No, you cannot do that solo. At least for my previous Destiny stuff, you cannot do any of that shit solo.
Dude,
holy
Jim,
fuck!
I would love, Jim, I would fucking love to play Destiny 2 with you.
Oh my god. I haven't played it for so fucking long. I think the last time I was playing.
Do you have it on a console?
Not a console.
Do you so you have it on PC?
Yeah, I bought it a long while ago. Like, I think when it came out, and I played like the Titan Solar class.
It is a whole different game now.
Yeah.
And now with Solar 3.0, you will love Titan because flaming hammers go burr.
Ooh.
Yeah, I do that all the time. I was like,
oh no, it's so much worse now.
Oh, it's like bad or like amazing?
Bad for people that are getting hit by all of your solar damage. Okay, amazing if you just like setting the world on fire.
Oh man, I used to love it. I was just like, whoop.
Yeah. Well, now it's like as crazy as it was before, it's so much more extra now.
That's great. Does it do like lasting AoE pools and like other things like that?
Well, I mean, I'm not a Titan. You'd have to ask somebody who knows about that crap. So probably
Wraith.
It's
just been forever.
You should talk to Wraith. He eats crayons both in and out of game.
I do that.
He is a Marine. He is a Marine, which means he eats crayons in real life. And he is a Titan, so that means he eats crayons in Destiny.
Yeah.
Calvin is a Warlock. I honestly think Warlock's got one hell of a buff this time around. They are literally they can literally be a flying tank. They're just floating around in the air, throwing grenades. By the way, when the Warlock grenade lands and it does like the big solar grenade, it also spits tinier little solar ones out. Wow. So yeah, and you can literally, if you spec your character right, you can throw 20 grenades, and by the time you've thrown 20 grenades, your grenade thing has recharged. So literally, there goes another 20. So it's just like
awesome.
Yeah. So long as you're in the air when you throw them, it's ridiculous.
The last thing I remember doing was fighting some dude who was in like a garden, and he was like, "Welcome to the pleasure gardens. Let me eat some of this wine." Yum, yum, yum. And then like he transported us into a weird dimension where he was trying to eat us.
You are
I don't remember what the
literally.
fuck that was.
It is called the Leviathan. It disappeared for a while, and it literally just came back.
That's hilarious.
It's
I
right
hated
next.
it so much.
It was all right before the Leviathan was at Nessus. Now it's now it's at the moon.
Okay.
And
is he still there?
And it is linked up with the pyramid on the moon, so it's now bathed in darkness.
Darkness.
No, literally, there are dark, overgrown plants, nightmares, all sorts of shit in there. There is this new game mode that if you go into and you drop an orb into it, it summons this solar scythe, and you literally pick up the scythe and just start going ham. I'm loving it.
That's pretty fun.
Right
is
now,
he still there?
To grow blue roses. There you go.
Did you actually get to meet the wine guy?
His name is Callus, and
Yeah,
no, we
that
haven't.
guy.
We haven't met him. He was. Everybody thought he was dead.
Yeah,
and
I
now,
thought he was too.
and
That's
now
it
seems like he is going to become the next disciple of the Witness, and I'm like, oh,
welcome
shit.
to the pleasure garden.
No, you don't understand. You don't understand, Shim. The actual big bad of the game has finally showed himself.
Okay, so it's not him. I thought he was the big bad.
No.
Oh.
He wasn't even a pawn in the game.
But he was so cool and he was funny. He had the voice. I totally thought he was the final boss.
He had the clap, like he was the final boss of the first raid, the second raid. Well, he was the guy in charge of the Leviathan. He's literally the emperor of the Cabal, or was. He was excommunicated. He was literally excommunicated, and they threw him on the Leviathan and shot his ass out into space. Now, here's the thing. We made a giant treaty with his daughter almost a year ago.
He has a daughter?
Yeah, and she wants him fucking dead.
Dude, I guess if he can, I can.
She fucking hates him. I mean, you just gotta get your swerve on, man. Get your swerve on. You can have a kid.
Yeah, I'm a swerve.
You just gotta downgrade your pullout game.
Just firmly grasp it in your hand.
You can take your destiny between the cheeks. Grab it by the cheeks.
Firmly grasp it.
And hold on for dear life.
Holy shit, okay.
Also for human life, you know?
Oh,
that's true too. All right. So, I'm so behind in Destiny 2. This shit is crazy. Dude, no, what's crazy is the ornaments that come out this season for your armor ornaments. Literally the sickest shit I've ever seen. Look up Season of the Haunted trailer. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. Warlock's new solar melee ability is literally you just go, you snap your fingers like fucking Thanos, and then three orbs of solar energy just shoot out and set enemies on fire. You do that, cool. And then you're throwing grenades for like the next fucking half an hour.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's great.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah,
it is.
That's fun.
Do they still have that one like guy who looks like Hanzo, and he was like flipping a coin, and he's like, "Yeah, you know, we're doing board games. Unleash the fucking Titans," and then you go out and like do things. Do they still have that game out? I forgot what the fuck that one was.
You mean Gambit?
Yeah, that's the guy. I don't even remember what that guy's name was.
His name is the Drifter.
Yeah.
Voiced by Todd Haberkorn.
I always just called him Hanzo. Not Hanzo.
Voiced by Todd Haberkorn, aka Natsu Dragneel.
Okay, so he's not Hanzo. Okay.
No, he's not Hanzo.
I don't know. I always just called him Hanzo when I played because I thought he was funny.
Okay.
He's like, yeah, let me show you how.
Yes, both he and Gambit are still there. There's a lot. There's a lot that apparently you've missed out on. Destiny
Yeah,
has like
that
legit story stuff now. Their seasonal
which is
content,
cool, so
their seasonal
yeah.
story content is really good. Okay.
That's good.
You brought
Yeah.
up Gambit. Does that mean you know that Uldren Sov died?
No.
The Prince
I
of
know
the
nothing about the lore.
the Prince of the Awoken killed Cade 6, the Hunter Vanguard.
Oh.
Nathan
Okay.
Fillion's character. Killed him.
Oh.
Killed
Okay.
him. We
Okay.
went into the Reef for revenge and killed him. And then
Yep.
at the end of it, we find out he woke up as a guardian. Like he was
Okay.
dead. And then a ghost
Okay.
came by and revived him and he became a guardian. Well,
Oh.
2 seasons ago, he got his memories of his previous life back. And he is fucking terrified of becoming Uldren
shit.
Sov. His name is the Crow now.
Ah.
He's actually a really good friend of our guardian. He got his memories back. Savathun, the Witch
Okay.
Queen, one of the 3 gods of the Hive, gave him his
Mhm.
memories back. Then
Mhm.
literally, he was like, fuck this shit. I can't be around these people right now. Because literally his best friend is the
Yeah.
guy that murdered him in his previous life. Us.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Literally, we're the
Fuck.
ones that pulled the trigger that killed him.
Whoops.
And as a guardian, we didn't hold his previous life against him. We actually became friends. Then he got his memories back, and like where he was when he got his memories back was even crazier. He was surrounded by his sister and several other people that he used to like work with and shit. And he's like, nope, fuck this. Get me out of here. Send me. I don't care where you have to send me somewhere else. I can't be here right now. I can't deal with this shit. And literally what this season is, you're being haunted. The certain characters are being haunted by elements of their past, and 100% he is being haunted by the ghost of Uldren Sov. It is tormenting him constantly.
Well, it's like,
It's
I am Aldrin Sob. You are a butthole. I'm gonna torment you forever.
no, the
No,
writing is
it's not even that.
the writing is fucking S tier for the dialogue right now.
Okay, I was hoping it'd be better than what I wrote in like
Yeah,
2 seconds.
yeah, it's way better.
Alright,
Way,
Aldrin
way
Sob.
better. Dude, the shit talking that the two of them have back and forth,
Yeah.
like, it is fucking, it, like, anytime Uldren Sov says something to Crow, you just hear you just see the Asian guy, emotional damage! Like, it fucking hurts me!
Does he lean in really close to his ear and is like, hey, Nathan Fillion, hear this? And he's just
No.
like, ah!
No.
The torment. Why not? It'd be funny. It'd be in character for all Mudrin, whatever the fuck.
Uldren Sov,
him to
no,
do
he
that.
wouldn't, it would not
That's
be
right.
in, it would not be in character. You really have not played
Wow.
Destiny.
Not played any of it.
Yeah, you
That's why I
have
like making
not.
the lore about it.
Jesus
That's why I like
Christ.
making the lore
Jesus
something
Christ,
I don't
sir.
know anything about.
Here's the thing. All right, I need to send you
Yeah.
to a channel. It's called My Name is Bife, BYF.
Okay.
Watch the shit out of that channel. There's a lot
Boy.
going on. Rasputin, like, literally is trapped in an engram right now, and Anna Bray is trying to put him in a fucking exo body.
Like a robot suit?
The literally an exo are human beings that were placed inside robots. In a way.
Oh, okay.
I would
Okay.
say kind of like androids because apparently they eat. Because Cade was
So
talking
they
about
are-
ramen and sandwiches and shit, and like, yeah.
So it's like a ghost
which
in a
makes me
shell
wonder.
kind of deal.
Which makes me wonder. Can
Okay.
they have sex?
Probably.
Good
Come on,
question.
Bungie. Inquiring minds need to know.
I mean, see, the thing is, robots can't feel love, but they're still capable of sex, so...
But do
Just saying.
Exo dream of electric sheep?
Maybe.
All right.
That was a good book. I remember that
Downloaded
book.
humans. No, when you find out. All right, so this is what
Yeah.
Beyond Light is about. You literally discover how the Exo were made. You find out the truth behind Clovis Bray. And literally, you find out all the dark shit about how they were created. Literally, the
Yeah.
reason the Vex exist is because Clovis
Uh-huh.
Bray opened up a portal to where they lived in order to grab the Vex milk to create Exo.
Vex milk.
He brought the darkness. He listened to
I
the
do
darkness
remember
and he
that.
brought the darkness in. It's great. Shut up.
Also, Ryuma asks, how do you not know about Exoshem? Listen, my Destiny experience is loading up. My friend says, hey, follow me. Okay. Hey, who's this guy? Oh, he's Hanzo. Okay, I'll call him Hanzo. And we played that for like a long time, and then he was like, "Hey, okay, follow me," and we went duh, 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 and we went to the pleasure gardens, and then we played like fantasy football for like 3 years
Your
because I had no
friend,
idea what was happening.
your friend is an idiot.
Like
Yeah, did
we
not.
this was like right when we started. We didn't have like we didn't know anything what we're doing. We was like, okay, we're just doing these things, but we didn't had no idea about the lore. We just jumped into the raids because we're like, okay,
So
so we get this because it gets you a good
two
weapon.
things,
So,
two things that are extremely important that you should know right now, Shem.
mm-hmm.
Number one, a lot of Destiny right now is free to play.
Okay.
Number two,
Yes.
it's crossplay.
Oh, okay.
So people that
Is
are
there a
playing
3?
on PC, yeah, actually, people that are
What's the
playing
3?
on PC and Xbox and PS4 can all play together. Number three,
Shem's friend is a Dave.
the floor is now 1350. That is where you start. And where you are now, they introduced a thing called New Light. So you can literally make a character from scratch and it will wake up on the Cosmodrome like you were originally going to, how everybody did in Destiny 1, and you literally play a bunch of the Destiny 1 stuff because they brought the Cosmodrome back. So literally you
Okay.
get the story from D1, all the Cosmodrome story stuff, that's Destiny 1 kind of content. And then you get brought out into the bigger world. Like as soon as you get your ship and you get to the tower, you can literally just do almost all the things. You can't do a lot of the seasonal content, and you can't do the story shit because you
Yeah,
have to
because you
pay
gotta
for that.
buy that, right?
You got to pay for
Yeah,
that.
that's right.
You got to pay for that kind of shit. But yeah, you got to pay for that kind of Shem. Don't be a cheap Shem.
Yeah. Okay.
You got to pay for that Shem. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
speaking of paying for that Shem,
Wait, got one more question.
yes, go for it.
Do they have for the character creator, do they have a bust slider? Did they add that this time?
No.
Ah, zero
I was
culture.
upset too.
These game developers. I'm so sad. Ah, I'm sorry. I just wanted to play a big titty Titan. I'm so sad.
You're still playing a
so sad.
character that runs around with a bath towel on their hip. It doesn't matter how big the titties are. It still looks ridiculous.
It's fine.
I didn't
No
even
worries.
mean to. I timed my shrug to be exactly in time with his. It was great. Need some Titan titty. Where is
Actually,
Wraith
yeah.
to hear this? You know?
He's probably like, what in the fuck?
No. He's probably like, yes, more Titan titties. He's that meme of
I
Jack
agree.
Nicholson.
Need me some Vex milk.
Yeah. Mommy needs some Vex milk. Go ahead. It'll kill you and turn you into a Vex.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Prices to pay.
No.
You lose a few things chasing a dream. Ooh, yeah, that's nice too. Big booty avatar. We need a butt and then we need a bust slider. Always
pretty
good to
much
have.
all three of the females have a butt, but I gotta say Titan that hunters have the best ass.
Can't confirm.
Can't confirm. Best ass.
Can't confirm.
Yeah, I'm playing Hunter too, so
Yes.
Female hunters have best booty.
absolutely.
Speaking of Momocon,
More
Anna Bray was there.
luxury. Who's that?
The voice actress for Anna Bray was Anna Bray. Well, I would tell you, but even if I did, you wouldn't fucking understand.
I probably wouldn't, so
Yeah.
I'd have to make lore for them myself.
So here's the thing: you're gonna go to Bife's channel. My name is Bife. And you're gonna spend a fucking day and a half on that shit and learn you some shit, boy.
I think making my own lore is kind of fun though.
No, it's not.
I used to think that we were just like, hey
It's
man, we're in like a
insulting.
winery that's also a Chuck E. Cheese, and this Chucky guy just tried to eat us. And then we got transported into a weird wine universe, and then he tried to eat us, and then we defeated him, and then he blew up. So
sounds more like another Five Nights at Freddy's game.
I am
honestly,
going to fucking stab you, Shem.
I know that.
Awoken or
Fly
human
out to where I am.
better.
And, hey, what's up, man?
See, here's the thing: you don't even know the difference between the races. You don't know the difference between the Awoken, the human, or an Exo. God,
nope. My friend does. Though. He's been
robot.
Not the one who introduced me. There was another friend I had while we were playing who actually read up on like everything and spent like.
I feel like
2
I need to
days
take you to
doing it.
Bife's house and be like, this guy plays Destiny, but he knows nothing of the lore. And then when he tries to talk about the lore, he sounds like an idiot. Please fix this. Can I stab the
Meanwhile, I'm like, I'm looking over at like the distance and
Yeah,
like a
see
fly
that?
lands on my
See?
eye.
Even yeah, it's at the point even Spider wants to stab you
Good, do it.
with
Make it painful.
his penis.
Oh, okay, that's different then.
Mm.
I'll make it a good time for you, I promise.
Nice and tight.
Mhm. If you want to go down to Chinatown,
Oh
let me
my
know.
god!
Oh shit.
Oh, the optometrist, I'm checking your
Yep.
cataracts. Oh no, I don't have a cataract. I own a Rinkin. Since we're going there.
Yes,
That's honestly, I feel like that's something Scooby-Doo would say. Oh no, I don't
probably.
have a cataract. I own a Rinkin. It's like,
Oh
goddamn.
no.
Yeah, Reggie.
Right, bro.
Reggie.
Growl.
Grandmas.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Mm.
fucked up. God damn it. Why did my mind go there?
Hmm?
It was like all this time we thought Scooby-Doo had a lisp or some kind of speech impediment. No, he was just Asian this whole time.
Oh well.
Makes more sense than anything else, I guess. He's a talking
Yeah.
fucking dog.
I mean,
Where does he come from though? Is he a Chinese dog or?
I
He's a
mean,
Great Dane, so
he
whatever
can't
the
be
fuck
Korean.
it is.
Oh.
He can't be Korean. He's still alive.
This is true.
Beamer smack me for ignoring lore like he was Chris Rock of the Oscar.
Smack Shipley.
Get my game
No, my
off
favorite.
or the
My
fuck
favorite.
off your computer.
My favorite GIF joke was literally saying the next Oscars host or the next Oscars comedian coming in ready to tell some jokes and they just put in a mouth guard. It was like, God. Oh man, Reggie, a rambunctious
Reggie.
racist.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
He's a
All right.
rambunctious racist.
Robo. All right.
Ugh.
Man. All right. So I need to talk about
Mhm.
Fat Dog Studio stuff. If you
Yep.
did not know, we did what is tentatively being called Anime Church yesterday. I am going to do it later. It's going to change from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. because fuck that. That shit's just weird and annoying, and being up that early is not conducive to my health.
Mhm.
I'm all for doing 2 p.m. because then other people can join me, and it's not just me talking into the void, but it is on the main YouTube channel. We will be talking about anime related topics. And yeah, it was only an hour, but I mean, we talked a little bit about stuff. I'd love for more people to show up and check those out. I am also going to start saying stuff like, hey, if you do X, which will pretty much be a certain amount of likes, if we get X amount of likes and X amount of comments, we will release Y or whatever, or you know, some kind of prize. We'll do a dramatic reading of Konosuba or something. Like we will do some really weird, funny shit,
Mm.
or we might do some seriously non-funny but somewhat on the side funny shit. I don't know.
Ricky Reichsberg rots. I mean, why do you think he chases after Velma? Come on, man.
Right, Rutch, I cannot ride.
I mean, it's true though.
You
At
other
least we
Velma
know he
was always the
cannot
hotter
you
one,
other doggies
honestly.
can't deny.
Everyone was like, "Oh, Daphne." No, dude, Velma. That's where it's at.
Daphne's only there to be kidnapped. Velma's the one you take home.
Kinda,
Yeah.
yeah.
Velma's
Velma was
Velma's
always
the
like the one
smart,
tracking
slutty
everyone
girl
through
that you
things,
could
though.
take home to your parents because she knows when
A
not to.
smart
Because she knows when to act. She knows when to act
Yeah.
right, and she knows
Yeah.
when to scream like a bitch.
I mean, I don't know about slutty, but she's definitely smart though.
Oh no! Oh no!
She thirsty?
Depends.
She real thirsty?
You're like
If
Velma's
you've
not
seen-
slutty. I
oh.
don't know, and I'm like, go type in Velma Dinkley on fucking
Google.
Pornhub. or yeah, Google Pornhub.
Google
wherever.
it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Velma Dinkley.
You'll find some shit.
Daphne got a kidnapping
Okay.
kink at this
I
point.
have some. I
So
have
basically like any other day. All right.
Yeah.
So outside of just the Anime Church, which I hope you all went and watched. If you didn't, go watch it after this. We have
a portion of it.
thank you. So Anime Church, we're going to talk about anime, video games. It's basically whatever content we want to talk about that is news related.
Hmm.
Yay. But yeah, we will try to keep it anime themed. That having been said, though, there's a lot of different stuff that I would like to talk about with other people, and that's kind of what that show is. If we want to call it Anime Church, we'll call it Anime Church. Why not? I'll bring the Reverend voice back out. We haven't heard it in a while. Might as well. So the next thing is an update on Slime 9. As of tonight, all of the callbacks will have officially been recorded and turned in for all but Phobio, and we will be going through everything. So we should know by Wednesday who's going to be cast as what, for the most part, except for Phobio. We're not 100% on Phobio. We're waiting on somebody who is currently sick and recovering and getting their voice back so that they can do their callbacks, and then we will make our decision on Phobio.
Crappy. Sorry, I was just reading the comments. Wasn't that guy arrested recently because he kept trying to, like, eat people or some shit?
Who?
I don't remember the lore of Scooby-Doo. Scrappy. But then
No.
you try to eat somebody in the movie, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna arrest him." Then he goes, "Oh, let go of me, you son of a!" And then before he could say anything, the door slammed, and it was funny because he was about to cuss.
He wasn't eating people.
Are you sure? He turned into like a weird rabid thing, and I thought he was gonna eat people.
He was not.
No, he was just going on a rampage.
Yeah.
Okay, so he didn't eat anybody.
No.
Am I gaslighting myself that he did cuss? I'm pretty sure that was a scene,
He
right?
was about to cuss. He said,
He
"I
was
would
going
have."
Okay,
to,
good.
and
I
then the
would have
door
gotten
closed.
away with
Good.
it too if it weren't for you meddling sons of beep, and he closed
Yeah,
the door.
and then and then the door
Yeah.
closed. That's
Yeah.
right. I couldn't remember. I just remember he turned into like a weird being, and I thought he was trying to eat people.
He's like, does the anime church have cookies? Of course it fucking does. It's anime church.
Owen Atkinson, cyborg confirmed.
Oh yeah, that was Rowan
Okay.
Atkinson in there, and that was great. I fucking love Rowan Atkinson.
Nice.
You guys are the worst. Why you gotta do this to me? How could this happen to me? I've made my
No idea.
All right, anyway.
Anyway.
Yes, Scrappy is Scooby-Doo's nephew.
Mm.
He was sucking souls out. He wasn't eating people.
That stunt game be good though, right?
That was a whole apocalypse prophecy bullshit, and use souls to become powerful. It's Mega
It's been
Maid.
forever since I've seen the original Scooby-Doo
It's Mega
movie.
Maid. She's gone from suck to
To
blow.
blow.
There you go. Goblina cookies.
What was the first Scooby-Doo movie? Was it animated? Was it Zombie Island? Was that the very first Scooby-Doo movie?
No.
No.
When was the very first Scooby-Doo movie?
Google it.
I guess I have to go look because I really liked Zombie Island.
Google it.
So.
Google what was the first Scooby-Doo movie. All right.
When was
pretty sure I gotta be honest. I gotta be honest. Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School came before Zombie Island.
That was a good movie.
And so did Scooby-Doo and the Boo Brothers.
It was just called Scooby-Doo. Came out June 14th, 2002. Was that the live action one?
No, that's just the live action, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the
That's the live
was
action.
the first animated Scooby-Doo? That's right. Animated.
Scooby-Doo movie.
Well, I gotta be careful though, because
so
there
that
was a regular
Scooby-Doo
show
movies.
called.
Yeah. The first one was September 9th, 1972. The movie was just called The New Scooby-Doo Movies. Okay.
Well,
interesting.
That was a series.
It was actually a whole series. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a series.
Yeah, very confusing, isn't it?
First Scooby-Doo. Yeah, this is what the fuck?
Dude,
what was the first animated Scooby-Doo movie? Scooby-Doo Meets the Boo Brothers, October 1987. There you go.
Yeah,
perfect.
Baby. Yeah, baby. I watched that.
Cool.
I love that. Zombie Island came out in '98. There was a crossover with Batman and Robin. That's right. There was a crossover with Batman and Robins from the Super Friends. They caught the Joker and Penguin.
They caught Joker. That's right.
Yep.
They caught the Joker and Penguin.
Yep.
Even some of their reasons.
I like Shaggy because he's dumb to kind animals. I mean, kind to dumb animals. And Scooby-Doo and the Reluctant Werewolf. Yes.
That was a good one.
Rock you, Roker.
Fucking wacky races.
Really, Shim? Really?
I don't know. That's what I thought that didn't he say that in the movie?
No.
Am I gaslighting myself?
Jesus.
I know. I'm not actually that slow to think that they would let him say "ruck you, Roker" in a fucking kids movie.
Yeah.
The reluctant. Oh, I remember that one. The one where Scooby-Doo or Shaggy became a werewolf and then hung out with a bunch of like ghost kids. And there was like a mummy girl and like a ghost girl, and there was a.
You are mixing up two different movies.
You're mixing
And then they
Scooby-Doo
went into
and
the
Ghoul
internet and they
School?
fought a virus, and there were
That
zombies.
That's
another one.
no,
Oh, there's another one.
no, that's Digimon, the movie.
No, they did go into a cyber machine to chase a virus. I do remember that
Yeah,
one.
Scooby-Doo and
This is
Cyber
all right.
chase.
So here's the thing. I actually like the
Mhm.
second live action Scooby-Doo movie because of the villains, the monsters that got unleashed. We literally
Mhm.
got live action Minor 49er and 1000-Volt Ghost.
and they weren't just costumes; they were the real
They
monsters.
were the real
It was
fucking monsters.
cool
It
as
was-
shit.
Yeah. Also, guys, let's not forget that Velma
Yeah,
Dinkley
that's
is
the
in the
one.
MCU.
Huh?
Yeah.
Where though?
The
I'm
actress
curious.
that played Velma in the live action Scooby-Doo movies is in the MCU. She is
Wait.
She is Hawkeye's wife.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome. I didn't know
That
that.
is the
That's
same actress. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Velma Dinkley
Okay.
graduated from solving mysteries to working for S.H.I.E.L.D.
Cool.
And fucking Hawkeye.
And fucking Hawkeye, yes.
Yep. That's okay. That makes
He's-
sense. Velma always had a thing for brown-haired guys, so.
Brown-haired
Okay.
guys. Do, 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 do. All right, anyway.
Mhm.
So anyway, about the slime
Wow.
stuff, we should know very soon
Mm.
what's going on there.
Mhm.
I never knew. They are working on, let's see, audio edits just got finished for Rollerblades Abridged. Then we have, let's see, the One Piece movie is coming
Yeah.
out, or basically all 4 episodes being redone as a movie, so
Ooh.
that way when we get hit by
Ooh,
the
that should be
inevitable
fun.
the inevitable copyright strike that's going to hit us for Alabasta Abridged will only hit 1 video and not 4. So that'll be
Okay,
nice.
so they're
Because
that's the
Toei
crocodile arc, right?
because Toei are assholes. Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
Alabasta,
that's
the
right.
crocodile
That's right.
arc.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Uh
It's been a bit.
so I keep saying we probably shouldn't poke the bear,
Mm-hmm.
but man, that honey looks good.
Mhm.
Yeah. Sometimes it's worth a taste, man.
Sometimes it's worth the
I
taste.
guess.
Just bitch
Mhm.
slap that bear and steal his honey.
Give me that.
But careful.
And just hope he
Careful.
doesn't.
Fuck you, Winnie the Pooh.
Be careful though.
Yeah.
Be careful. The bear ain't alone. He's got the whole CCCP with him.
Okay.
Pooh Bear, Winnie the Pooh Bear, running
Where
the
did you go?
Communist Party.
Oh, I'm 95% sure that's not the lyrics. Only 95 though. The
Only
other 5 is
95.
like,
You know what? I may have
taken
taken a few liberties, but they were accurate.
just a little bit.
I'm just saying, Xi Jinping
Just a
looks a
little bit.
lot like Winnie the Pooh. Saying.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so on top of that, yeah, nothing much on many of the other fronts have really gotten done. In the last week or so, things are pretty much where they were to begin with. All right, guys, I think that's about it.
Yes.
So you know what time it is, right?
Yes.
It's almost 9 o'clock. We've been here an hour and
Yes.
haven't done jack shit. Even though you got here 10 minutes.
Mhm.
So for 50 minutes, we
That's
have
true.
fucked off and done absolutely nothing.
I didn't
How is
help.
that a problem? That's not a
Yeah,
bad
that's
thing.
true.
Come on.
Shim,
Yeah,
why
that's
don't you
true.
Shim, why don't you tell them what time it is?
Okay, well, first of all, ladies and gentlemen of the congregation.
No, it's Morbin time.
Oh, it is Morbin time.
Oh God.
Right, it's always a good time to morb. I am the only person out of my friend group who's seen this movie, and I'm so mad that they don't want to join me because it is like the #1 shitty movie that I love watching. It's so good to make fun of. It's
I
so
have
good.
not watched it at all.
I don't think I
It's
want
so
to watch
good.
it.
It's so worth though. It's so bad that it's so funny. Oh,
It's
it's so
not. It
good.
can't be
I
so
love it.
bad that it's good. It's just so bad that it's
No,
bad.
no, it's not so bad. It's good. It's so bad. It's funny. Like
I
you
already
keep
saw-
watching and you're like,
dude,
this was written
I'm
by
okay.
people.
I'm okay. I've already seen the worst part of the movie, which is the post credits.
Oh my god.
I'm not sure where I am. I think it has something to do with
That's right.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. What? You didn't think that the dance scene was like
Oh,
the
yeah.
best thing that you've ever seen in your life?
You know what? Peter Parker had a better dance.
I know, right? I was just kind of like, what are the lyrics to this song?
I like to
Everyone
rub
keeps
some.
thinking it's have sex,
I'd like to
and
rub
it's
some
like,
dirt in your
I like there's dirt.
All right. Anyway, um,
Yeah,
so
but
now that we've had
it's
Morbin time.
yes. I'm pretty sure at this point the lyrics are have sex.
Ladies and gentlemen of the congregation. Ladies and gentlemen of the congregation. Ladies and gentlemen of the congregation, please turn your holy books of Hebrewism to either page 180 or 181. I don't remember exactly where the fuck we left off. Nobody does.
Thank God Bookwalker took me to the right page.
Let me see.
Well, I
Yeah, I
know
think
that's
we.
because we did not have an asterisk or anything like that, so I don't know where the fuck we're picking up at.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
So here's the thing.
So
Here's the thing. If we're going to seriously do this anime church thing, I think it should be. I think it should be every 2 weeks, and like we should actually like just lean into anime church, like legit, just fucking do anime church. Like it's church for weebs. We don't worship. We don't worship an invisible man. All of our shit can clearly be seen on the visible spectrum. We worship the almighty thigh highs and the waifus.
Amen.
But
Amen
but here's the thing.
Amen.
If we do this, we're providing a valuable community service. And maybe I can see if we can get it if Fat Dog Studios consider it its own religion, we don't have to pay taxes. I'm just saying. We don't have to pay taxes.
Church of
That's
the Fat
awesome.
Dog?
The Church of Fat Dog. Yes. What do we worship? Thigh high theology.
Amen.
We praise the flying spaghetti monster.
And anime titties.
What do you worship? A big blue purple slime.
So like, you know the thing where they have like it's like on a string and then they light it and then they swing it back and forth. It's like that, but like the shape of it is just Rimuru.
And but he's got like
the incense thing.
But he's got like the eternal surprised face. He's like, ah!
Yeah, that'd be great.
Like,
I'd love it.
Perfect.
Fire! Somebody make that right now.
Oh,
also,
give it a minute.
I'm sorry, I forgot what
Etsy.
it was called.
Dude, okay.
I'm not a very religious man.
So if you guys haven't heard of this YouTube channel, this is the thing I need to bring up. If you haven't heard of a YouTube channel called Dad
Cookies During Mass.
Dad, How Do I highly recommend this channel. It is literally a guy that lost his dad when he was younger, and now he's decided that he's going to make videos that a dad about things that a dad should tell their kids about for people that lost their dads or don't have dads.
He's really cool.
He's really cool.
He shows you how to like tie a tie and stuff.
And
he's really
okay,
nice.
so he did a shaving video recently, and I was like, okay, cool, because by the time I learned to shave, I was well out of my parents' house. I was like, dude, by the time I had enough fur on my face to shave, I was in my late 20s.
Yep.
Like,
you got the
I did not have
bottom
peach
jeans,
fuzz. I did not have
fur.
Shut up. I did not have peach fuzz on my face until I was 25.
Oh, okay.
100%. I had to lose hair here to gain hair here.
That's so weird. I wonder why that happens.
But as it turns out, Gillette razors have this thing that I didn't know about. And
what did it have?
On the back of the razor is another little razor, so you can get the hairs right around under your nose.
Wait, what?
Really?
That's what that's for?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
There's another little razor on the back, and you just do like that. And I have the smoothest fucking shave on my mustache right now.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah, and it's actually all right. So you go down one and shave that off, and then I went up with the back razor too, and I have like a baby smooth underlip, like air stash above my it is fucking baby smooth. Like
what's great is this information is now useless to me. I'm not shaving this.
I actually like
Yeah.
a little past stubble where it's like, it's soft to the touch. It doesn't like stab you trying to touch it. So I like having kind of that, but my mustache comes in looking like a pedophile. I
Oh
don't
my
like
God.
that. I don't need that number 2 pencil. I look like I should
Mhm.
never be around in elementary school ever in my life kind of mustache.
Gee. So you got
Yep.
that like weird,
I have that, hey,
wiry.
come here, kids, I got candy in my van kind of mustache. And I'm like, no,
What's
because
chocolate
because
bar?
I go from ha ha, you want to get some candy to going, the fuck away from me, kid. I got nothing to do with you. You ain't mine. Fuck off. I am not buying you that cereal. I'm not even your father. Not even your
Meanwhile, current
weird, I'm not even your weird, creepy, cool uncle.
creepy cool uncle.
Yeah.
Hey kid,
Can't
I got a
be any of
monkey's
those
paw in a
things.
jar.
I was like, show me
It's
on
weird, but
this.
it's kind of cool.
Show me on the cereal box where your uncle touched you. My God.
Points at the Trix rabbit.
Spoon.
That's it.
Right in the
Yeah.
bussy.
The bussy.
The bussy. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, Shim
Oh,
can
God.
attest to the absolute monster of a beard I have going
Oh yeah.
on.
Oh yeah.
Don't have the
Or
courage.
EC voice. I've seen his face, and it's like it's big. He got big bush.
No, his face isn't big. The hair on it.
Yeah. That's it.
Like,
The
look,
beard.
if she doesn't shave down there, that doesn't mean she has a big vagina. She's got a
Oh,
big bush.
like oh.
I'm just saying it's pretty
That's a
bad
lot of foliage.
if you have to pull out the hedge trimmers and the weed eater, we got some problems.
So I should look for someone who exfoliates the foliage.
I
Okay.
mean, here's the thing. They don't have to be baby smooth either. You don't need a
Oh, hey,
Brazilian Rex. You don't need like a Brazilian wax away.
like,
You
I mean,
crotch
I guess it's
goblins.
fine. I don't even know what a regular one looks like, so don't worry about it. I'm not into ecology all that much, so I mean, I can't identify certain bushes very well. So
Oh, I thought you meant a vagina. I was like, sir, we will take you. We will take you.
okay, listen, I know this face isn't anything to write home about, but I at least know what that looks like, okay?
I was gonna say, man.
Jesus,
I
man.
know you look like you're 12, but I'm pretty sure you're at least in your 20s.
Yeah, at least. Mhm.
You got that fucking Asian face syndrome. You look like 5,
I
6
do.
years younger than you actually are.
Yeah, dude, I was carded all the time when I was like well beyond 21, and they were like, "Hey, hey, can we see your card?" And I was like,
Bro,
okay."
bro,
Huh,
bro. You preaching to the
huh.
fucking choir. I didn't
Yeah, so
stop
it's like
getting carded until I was
mhm.
35.
Oh, that's good.
And here's the funny
People
part.
still
Good.
card me.
Here's the funny part. I stopped getting
Mhm.
carded a month before I quit smoking.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn. So
Yeah.
so you really had like a baby face going on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I shaved this
yeah.
off. I grow some hair back. Oh buddy. That's why I wear hats. I look younger. I take this shit off and suddenly you see my age.
Oh,
Huh.
it's just the number.
This
Not
is,
even anything else. Just
this is the big
whoa.
40 right on my forehead.
Yeah.
Why they call it a forehead? Because I'm in my 40s.
Oh,
So we're
are
rereading
we
this
Oh, with
reading
live
the
the receding hairline there, it's a
sleep?
5 head.
Bush bowl. The bush bowl.
The bush bull.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yeah.
you have a lot of workout stuff that's already been requested.
Oh, I know. I
God.
know. I'm avoiding it.
Ah.
I'm avoiding it. I'm making Shim read it, and I'm making him tally that shit up. So
Yeah, I can do that. I
I'm
can do
just gonna
that. Let
say
me
I'm just gonna
go.
start with even demon peers because that seems like a place to start.
Yes. Okay.
All right,
Go ahead.
praise be.
Praise
So
be.
even
Praise.
demon peers as powerful as them, both were mere tools before the demon lord. That was how strong Guy was, and that was why they wouldn't move even if Leon attacked Guy right there. His rule was absolute. And worrying for his safety, I said his safety, was the height of disrespect. Their presences were thus ignored as the conversation continued. Well, as you know, Walpurgis Council is coming soon. I thought I should implore you to attend, no matter how inconvenient it was. Oh, rare of you to force anything upon me like that. I know. Even if it means I owe you a favor, I want you to participate. Why is that? Ha! Guy smiled, enjoying this. Wary as always, I see. Very well. Let me explain. It was Clayman who proposed this one. A little man, but for some reason Millam's name was among the co-signers. Millam is the oldest of demon lords. Up there with me. She wouldn't lift a finger for someone the likes of Clayman, so I believe you believe that reports of Carrion's death might not be entirely true.
Could benefit from some of Nyanta's nibbles.
Hold on. We have a follower.
Hello.
Galactic Kitten is now following. Since we have a Galactic Kitten, let's get some Nyantas in the chat.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, meow.
Meow meow.
Yeah. Meow, meow. All right, anyway. Oh, you know, do you? Guy resented having his thoughts guessed so easily. Leon paid it no mind. Clayman went too far. He continued. He tried to harass me without leaving any evidence behind, but I'm not letting it pass this time. Whether Carrion lives or not, if Millam is taking action, that is bad news. Guy gave this a relieved nod. I agree with you. This might be just another game to Millam, but I don't like to see anyone tipping the balance of power among the demon lords. It just gives me more work. Waiting to make sure Guy was no longer peeved, Leon decided to tackle the question that interested him the most. So, Guy, do you think Millam is being controlled by Clayman? Thinking about Millam is pointless, came the blunt reply. Someone like me is too intelligent to read the behavior of a moron. That is one of my very few weaknesses. He shrugged and gave Leon a broad grin, then went back to his first question. But if you're worried about it that much, Leon, should I assume you will be participating? Leon could tell that dancing around each other like this would lead them nowhere. After all, no one likes the truffle shuffle or the two-step anymore.
Shuffle.
Shit's played out. Nobody does the truffle shuffle. I miss it. That and the sprinkler.
What about Running Man?
Roger Rabbit.
You know, you can do
Have
the
it
Roger
attached.
Rabbit with Roger Rabbit now, thanks to
Yeah,
Chip and
they
Dale.
know.
God, I hated that movie.
Thanks to
I
Chip
loved
and
seeing
Dale.
him, but I hated that movie so bad.
Ugly Sonic.
God, I
Still
hated
need
that
to
movie so
watch it.
fucking much. It was so bad. I saw the whole thing and I regretted it.
Okay,
Pain
so here's my
and
question.
suffering.
Here's my
Yes.
question. Which was
Yeah.
worse? Chip and Dale
Chip
or
and Dale, dude.
or
Or
Space Jam 2?
oh shit, that's a hard one.
Ooh.
Chip and Dale though. Chip and Dale though. I would say Chip and Dale.
Really?
Yeah. Space Jam 2 felt like corporate, but this one felt like I don't want to get into it because it would take the whole stream, but it was just ugh. With such a bad taste in my mouth. So I have strong opinions about that movie. For a second I thought you were gonna say Morbius, and I was like, dude, Morbius is so much better. Like at least that movie made me laugh because
No,
it tried to make you take
I
itself
brought that up
seriously.
because Kaiser Neko brought it up. He was like, which one do you think was worse? And he's like, honestly, I think Space Jam 2 was worse. And I was like, oh, okay.
No, it was bad, but
No,
I
he
think that Space Jam 2 was like
he
this
hated
much
Space
better.
Jam 2. See, here's the thing,
They were
guys.
both pretty bad though.
Space Jam
So.
was good and did not need a sequel. But the Rescue
No,
Rangers
no,
were
no, no.
sorely in need of like
A reboot.
well, no, they
Anything
needed
of
they needed
joy.
something to bring back the hype. Here's my
I
thing.
honestly think they should have just made like a DuckTales reboot of Chip and Dale.
Here's my
Well,
thing. Here's my
or
thing
like
with
a
Chip and
movie.
here's my thing with Chip and Dale. I already knew it was going to be trash when they didn't use the
Yes.
theme song.
Yeah.
And they went with
They
First
did
of
it?
all-
they went with some shitty rap song in the trailer. Now Best
Oh.
friend, he's a real bad I was like, what the fuck is this? This isn't-
It's laughable.
This isn't
It's so
this isn't Chip
bad.
and Dale Rescue Rangers. This is so
Hey,
sad.
hold on, I'll be right back, guys.
No. All right.
Ugly
It's so bad,
Sonic.
though. And it's like, how did he get back? I don't understand, and why. It was weird.
John Mulaney and Andy Samberg feels like a good buddy cop movie idea. That is true. John Mulaney.
It should have just been its own thing. It shouldn't have been a Chip and Dale movie. It should have been like a separate thing, unrelated to Chip and Dale. So like something that's like way off. I don't know. I still have very strong feelings about this movie. They are not like good strong feelings. Oh, slap in the face. You watched the trailer, you've seen the yeah, that's about right, honestly.
Sometimes some movie crimes go slipping through the cracks, but these two gumshoe made a movie that's nothing but crap.
That's it. See, you already made a better, more faithful rendition to the source material than they did. God, what a pain.
The case is
saddest
too
thing is
big
they
and
got some
they're too
great voice
small.
work.
Who knows how this shit will go at all? Chip and Dale shouldn't be made. It should Chip and Dale. Go away now. Hollywood, you're
Yeah, there you go.
nothing but
was
fail.
lame.
Just take the clues. Pack your shit up and make more. I didn't have a thing with that rhymed with twos, except Jews, and I
okay.
wasn't saying that. No, just
Yeah.
pack your shit up and don't press snooze. Chip
Yeah.
and Dale. There we go.
God, they
Rescue
really should have just made
Rangers.
Like, I wasn't a huge Chip and
Okay,
Dale
so
fan
here's the funny
before,
thing.
but
I
anyway.
will say this: Jim Cummings is Darkwing Duck coming back and be like, "Boo, Darkwing Duck." I heard about that and I was like, I love that.
There was some fun, tiny moments in there. But, like, and it sucks because there was some good voice acting in there, too. They brought the voice actress for Dot. They brought, like, you know, fucking, what the fuck is his name?
I heard the cameos were fucking fantastic.
The cameos were fun, but the thing is, it's just, like, it doesn't carry the movie. You can't make an entire banquet out of sprinkles, okay?
Yes, you can.
This is a banquet of sprinkles? Okay.
Yeah, literally,
Like,
you
just
just
a
call
meal of
it.
garnishes?
You literally
Okay.
just call it cameos the movie.
Even then, I feel like Roger Rabbit did it so much better, dude.
People know what they're doing. Well, that's because Roger Rabbit was actually like its own, like it was based on a book.
It's its IP. Yeah,
Well,
that's
it
fair.
was based on a book, and
So,
it was also
I
the
guess
only
that's not a
time.
fair comparison.
It was the
but
only time that Disney and
I don't know.
Warner Brothers ever got along.
Yeah, that's the thing. And I remember seeing something where like they would agree for
Because
Mickey
they
Mouse
had-
and Bugs Bunny to show up at the same time, but they had to have the same screen time
As
while on screen.
Yeah.
And I was like,
yeah, and it was the same thing with Donald and Daffy.
and Daffy, yeah, and that was fun. I thought that was a lot of fun. So
That's the song they were playing on the pianos
mhm.
while they had their little fight. It was so goddamn good.
And it was
so
fun.
good.
And it was fun.
See, the problem is
That's the
problem
thing.
is that they tried to make Chip and Dale Roger Rabbit, and it's just not. If you want to do Chip and Dale,
and it couldn't have been.
just stick with Chip and Dale.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, dude, it felt like, hey, look at all these IPs we have. Are you gonna make them do anything with each other? No, they're just there. Look at how many we got, and it's
But that's
like,
literally Space Jam. That's literally Space Jam 2. It's like, look
that's
how
the
many
thing.
IPs
I didn't say
we
it
have.
was that much better.
And it's like,
Yeah, they were
here's the
both
thing.
did a horrible job
Here's
about
the
that.
thing, and this is something that they talked about in something. What
Look
was
at
it?
this guy. He's a washed-up actor They didn't have any fun making this fucking show you guys loved.
What
He's
was it?
just a fucking drug addict now.
What
And
was what was the
it's like
thing?
great,
What was the thing?
great.
Um,
Mm,
not stunt guys react. VFX artists react, right?
mhm.
They were taking a
Yeah.
look at Space Jam 2 and they were like, "Look, dude, like
Oh
literally you're
God.
spending way more time looking at who's in the
Mm.
background and what cameos are on there than what's actually going on in the foreground."
That is very fair.
Yeah,
That's probably
that
what
is
I
Space.
did
That
during
is
the whole
literally
thing.
Space Jam 2.
I was hoping that we'd get more Animaniacs interactions.
Okay.
They did show
Okay.
up, but they
Stop.
didn't do anything.
Stop.
Anyway,
Tally up.
hey,
Tally up my
good.
goddamn exercises.
I did. I did. I did.
More have
I did,
come
master.
in. More have come in. More have come in.
More have come in.
Keep going. Your job is not finished.
Okay. Okay, fair. Oh yeah, I forgot I redeemed one too.
Oh, you know what?
You
I'm
know,
only realizing
we
I
are
said
good
that
on
wrong.
jumping jacks and crunches though. We still need push-ups, squats, heel touches, and planks, but I will write it down
We
for
need
you.
to fart. We need to fart. That's very important.
You need
Make
to
sure you
fart.
fart. Yeah.
C-SPAN 2 is very soulless though. But anyway, just do that.
I'm
So,
just saying. I'm
yeah,
just saying.
basic
C-SPAN
crunches.
2 has more soul than that Roger Rabbit knockoff movie
Oh,
they just made.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it's oh my god, it's a close to
You know
like see which
why?
one was
You know
bad.
why I
But
say C-SPAN 2 has more soul than that? Because occasionally you
yeah,
get Bernie Sanders out there talking, and that motherfucker has soul when he starts shouting.
yeah, yeah.
Agree with him or
It
disagree
was
with him.
actually fun to
That man
watch.
is passionate.
It didn't felt like a giant jab and like, you know, we hate animation.
Any Pokemon trainer who works 40 hours a week deserves to afford a bike.
Yes.
Donald
Now's not
Trump.
the time to use
Donald Trump wants to build a giant wall around our border to keep the Mexicans out. Ask him how well that went with Aaron and his family when the Titans came.
that.
I'm just saying a wall is not the answer. God damn it, dude. Oh man, I'm so dumb. I'm yeah.
So we still need squats, push-ups, heel touches, and more plank goose.
All right.
Also
Too
our
much.
stream.
Let's see.
No, we're good.
Thinking about
suck.
Millen
We're good.
was pointless. That was one of the few weak. He shrugged and. Okay, there we go. I believe that's where it was. He shrugged and gave Leon a broad grin, then went back to his first question. I almost said foist. That probably
Foist.
could have also been in
Voice
character.
question.
Foist question. But if you worry too much, but if you worry about it that much, Leon, should I assume you will be participating? Leon could tell that dancing around each other like this would lead them nowhere. Yes, I intend to. I hate working with others, but this time, I suppose I have no choice. Oh, well, very good. Before then, I was hoping we could embrace each other in my bed later this evening. I have no interest in men or women, unless they strike my fancy. Besides, what benefit would embracing you, as you put it, have for me? You don't have to start with that. If you wish, I could happily take on a woman's body for you. Guy slithered in for a hug. Leon, seeing it a mile away, dodged it beautifully. One saw this little exchange between them on regular occasions. He just wants some of that pussy. That demon lord pussy.
Yes.
Mhm.
All right, anyway,
Schmeh.
Schmeh.
Yeah.
Schmeh.
Schmeh. Oh, damn. Damn. Okay. You are completely full now. You have all of what you need.
Yeah, I'm like a
Oh.
diaper. I'm completely full.
I was gonna say a gas tank, but you know, it's the same thing.
That,
So.
what, you calling me a windbag? Uh,
I was gonna say
I
you
was
keep
just,
people driving forward.
No,
I
he's
was just
saying you're
saying
expensive.
I was trying to say I was a shitty human being, but okay.
Okay.
Just remember, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
politicians are like
Yeah.
diapers. They should be changed often, and for the same reasons.
That's great.
Full of shit. Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is a quote from the late great Robin Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I miss him.
I do too.
Anyway.
By the way,
Mm.
he said after it was clear Leon wasn't putting up with it, it's rather rare for Ramirez to provide feedback to us one way or the other. Do you know anything about this Rimuru person? This was another topic of the next Walpurgis, something everyone had an interest in since it marked the first new demon lord after Leon. The way Clayman puts it, Leon replied, he's just a self-styled demon lord. Personally, if he has the strength to back it up, I have no problem with him. Ah, so you think Rimuru is qualified to be a demon lord? I was just wondering, since Ramirez, of all people, is involved. If someone's piqued her interest that much, it should be a lot of fun for me. Although this Walpurgis was convened by Clayman, Ramirez had made the additional proposal of having Rimuru himself attend. By Guy's estimate, Ramirez must have had something to say about Clayman's actions here. Ramirez? I have trouble dealing with that fairy. She makes fun of me every time we meet. I thought about strangling her to death countless times. But if it was Ramirez making this request, Leon had to agree with it. He couldn't help but feel like he owed her that much. Better not. If you kill her, you'd be making your enemy. Words. What are they good for? Absolutely nothing. Yeah.
Say it again.
Right. Good God, you all.
Yeah.
Right.
What is it good for?
Boosie.
Aw, man, this Demon Lord Bussy got me acting up.
The waifu wars have commenced. Like, oh God.
Okay.
All right.
Well, yeah.
It's like chicken soup for the soul, but it's really good for the penis.
Somebody redeemed Eeyore.
Okay.
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 Ooh.
All right. Better not. If you kill her, you'd be making me your enemy, you realize. I'm sure I wasn't being serious. Besides, there's no way I'd win in a fight against you. That was no lie. Leon was no fan of Ramirez and her big mouth. But he didn't actually mean her harm. And to be honest, he had no hope of beating Guy. They were both equal in Demon Lord rank, but the difference in strength was like night and day. Leon was closer to Misery and Rain than Guy on that score. There was just no comparison. It's like comparing me to Tigger.
Okay.
Anyway.
That was a good Tigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, pal.
No problem.
I wouldn't be so sure. Maybe you'd kill me 1 in a million times. Don't be ridiculous. I'm not interested in a fight I'm not guaranteed to win. Quit being so modest. There aren't many people who could wound me. The mere fact that you have a chance of killing me makes me more than strong enough, Leon. The truth's the truth. You and Millum are on a different echelon from us. And speaking of that, Leon was reminded of something. The reported resurrection of Veldora, the Storm Dragon. And when he told that story, Leon managed to honestly shock Guy for the first time in his life. Shem, your turn to take over.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Just then, an icy, shrill voice echoed across the terrace.
Get
cutting
to
them off.
reading, book bitch!
Okay, you got it. Okay. Boy.
Boy, that pussy.
Okay.
Okay.
I see how it is.
Yeah, we're just weird tonight. Don't I mean, technically, we're weird every
Yeah,
Monday
I
now.
like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like
fix it to say we're always weird. So.
That reminds me, I probably should have mentioned this. We have to make a
Mhm.
new channel and a new email because we're going to be putting up these Fat Dog Light Novel streams on that YouTube channel and keep it away from the main channel. That way, if it gets any kind of trouble, the main channel doesn't get hit. But yes, we are making a VOD channel, so stay tuned.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Call it Fat
I'm
VOD Studio.
Fat VOD Studio. That's not bad. That's not bad.
I make good ideas sometimes.
I want to call it that, but also at the same time, I don't.
I mean, it's pretty good though.
The boozy.
The boozy.
Boozy.
Could call it Fat Boozy Studio.
Oh god. But then we'd have a different audience though.
True. Very true.
Yeah. Be like, wait a minute, this channel doesn't offer that. It's just like novel
This
reading.
isn't what I signed up for.
Yeah. Let's see. Where am I? Oh yeah. Oh my, I am very interested in that topic. The voice was a perfect match for the beautiful woman it belonged to. Her skin was like porcelain, her eyes a fascinating sort of cold, glowing blue diamond in color. Her pearl white hair cascaded past her cheeks where the light green shade of her lips drew the eye. She was allowed to move and speak without Guy's permission, shining more beautifully than any crown jewel. She was praised as the Ice Princess, or the Ice Empress by some, but to the rest of the world, she was known as Velzard, the Ice Dragon, one of only 4 dragon types to exist, and the Demon Lord Guy Crimson's friend and partner. Just like Leon, she was on equal footing with Guy. Ah, Velzard, Leon said, dripping with sarcasm. I suppose there was a dragon type here, wasn't there? My, always cold, aren't we? But I'm glad to have the chance to see you. Are you? Well, it's a great honor to have a glimpse at your face. It's basically the same person talking to each other. There was little real emotion behind this exchange. You never did get along with each other, Guy observed with a groan. Not that he had any interest in mediating. Normally, this would kick off a series of back and forth put-downs, but today Velzar changed the subject. So the topic you were discussing? Sir Leon, my younger brother, has awoken. Her blue eyes were shining as she asked for details on Leon's big news. You are sure of that, Leon? I stopped feeling his presence 2 years ago, so I assumed he had met his end. But if Valdora had resurrected himself, it would have been obvious. His massive, out-of-control aura would have changed the world's weather patterns, but none of that happened. Guy and Velzard could be excused for their shock. It's no mistake. A spy sent to the Western nations reported as much to me. Oh, so why is that evil dragon acting so obedient? Has he weakened to the point that he can no longer replenish his magical stores? And who would have undone the seal placed upon him? I don't think he could have broken out by himself. The hero had sealed Veldora away, and Velzard had done nothing to save him from it. To her, this was a good way to teach Veldora a lesson once, or a lesson for all that selfish rioting. She figured she would spring him out before he disappeared for good, once he was a bit more mature, but then he really did disappear, which perplexed her. It happened much quicker than she anticipated. As the spy put it, claim and scheming was the cause. He had impressed upon the Western nations and the larger kingdom of Farmus in particular to defeat and destroy the great forest of Jura alliance this Rimuru character has established. The results cost Farmus its entire military force and caused Rimuru to place his hat in the Demon Lord ring. You know much about this, Leon. Of course I do. I'm a former human, I'm a former human, unlike you. I've also just recently learned that Valdora was apparently sleeping right in the middle of the most intense combat. Just before his soul disappeared for good, he was exposed to vast amounts of blood, and it awoke him. That is the truth. The Farmus troops were subsequently massacred by his rage, he wanted to explain, although Rimuru escaped injury. So that's it? The seal just undid itself? That much I can't tell you. Velzard nodded at this. Leon could be right, but a single spy's report wasn't enough to make a policy decision from. The hero's unique skill, Unlimited Imprisonment, encased its target in a dimension of an imaginary number, shutting out any access or interaction with the real world. But now Veldora was exercising his presence here once more? Perhaps the hero's seal wasn't so complete after all. This made sense to her before Leon corrected her. That's possible, yes, but I have another theory. What if someone swallowed Veldora up, seal and all, and placed him in another subspace of their own making? Guy smiled giddily at this. Ooh, I like that. So someone did undo the hero's seal then. The seal is too interwoven with the hero's own ability to be undone by any normal skill. Perhaps you or I could do it, but if this person exists, then he must be as powerful as us. How fun! It is just a possibility, keep it in mind. And do you think this person might be Rimuru, Leon? Exactly. I see, I see. Then we definitely do need to size this person up. Now it made sense to Guy. No wonder Leon wasn't showing his typical reluctance to attend a council. Clayman was engaged in reckless violence, Milim was acting unusually strange, Rimuru undid Valdora's seal and declared himself Demon Lord. What if all these events were actually connected? At the very least, it'd make this Walpurgis a hell of a lot of fun. A longing smile erupted across Guy's face. He whispered. Why Valdora is acting so obedient then? I think he's been weakened, replied Velzard. I'm receiving only the tiniest of reactions from his presence. Nothing like before. Even as a fellow dragon type, Velzard had to concentrate to receive even a weak blip from her younger brother. If his energy had been drained, that would explain that. Strange that he hasn't acted out at all, though. With his personality, violence is practically what he lives for. Velzard was having trouble making sense of all this, too. Well, be that as it may, Leon matter-of-factly replied, I'm not terribly interested in Veldora. If you want to try to drag an old friend of yours back here, be my guest. While Velzard was family, and Guy had torn his hair out for figuring out what to do with Veldora in the past, Leon had no connection to Veldora. As long as this dragon didn't mess with his domain, he had no intention of being involved. That's how dangerous Veldora was to him. Are you leaving? Yeah, that's all you needed from me, right? Well, one moment. No need for all the rush. I wanted to ask. Have you made any progress in pursuing your real goal? You know, targeted summoning? Guy was referring to the experimentation Leon had spent much of his life working on. He was just as interested in the subject as Leon. Not quite yet on that, no. I changed up my plan and tried having them perform summons at random, but that ended in failure as well. It just attracted too much attention, you see. I brought the theory of incomplete summons to the Western nations, but the Free Guild interfered with me. It's already a horribly inefficient way of going about this business, and it'll face another obstacle in the future. Once it does, I'll just have to find another way. To put it in an extreme way, Leon really didn't care about the council or the new demon lord. He was trying to pick out young weeds before they grew and got in his way. Obstacle? Yeah. This one apparently saved the lives of some kids who were just waiting to die. Before I could pick them up, no less. Ah, so they were forced into rescue before you saw any results? And you're sure you'll continue being interfered with? Seems likely. He got angry about all these nations summoning children, so he may start applying pressure to each of them. So it's time to clear out that experiment. If we go further or any further with it, he'll find out that I'm there, behind the scenes. Could you perhaps rub out this hindrance? Guy hinted with his eyes that it'd be all too easy for Leon, but his friend simply sighed. Well, this hindrance is the exact Rimuru we were just discussing. What? That's no coincidence, is it? Funny, isn't it? Leon nodded, face dead serious. That's why I wanted to meet him for myself sometime. Of course, he still could have afforded to ignore this Rimuru person if only Ramirez hadn't chosen to stick her nose in. Alright, this seems to be getting more curious all the time. Perhaps Milim is thinking along similar lines too. She may be a moron, but she's got quite the instinct for this kind of thing. Perhaps. Tonight's Walpurgis could be a rather raucous occasion. No doubt about it. Leon and Guy exchanged smiles as the gentle blue eyes of Elzard watched over them. They proceeded to chit-chat a little more before Guy changed the subject. Posture check. By the way, I had been wondering about something else. Who is this collaborator of yours providing your information? I don't know much about him. He seems to be a human from the Empire, and he calls himself a merchant. Summoning another worlder required vast amounts of magical energy, exacting conditions, and convoluted rituals to work. The pickier you were about who you summoned, the longer you had to wait before you could attempt to summon again. To get around this, Leon did some business with the merchant, or with this merchant, who then conducted the summons for him. And this merchant can be trusted? Trusted? Trust never needs to be involved. All I'm doing is using him. Ah, well, if that's fine with you, I have no complaints. But be careful, all right? I don't want you dying on me. You, worried about me? That's a rare sight from you, Guy. But don't worry. I have no plans to die until I'm finished with my goals. Again, what's with those goals? With those goals. It's that important to you? It sure is. I put them ahead of, well, near everything else in this world. I'm starting to feel jealous. Don't give me that nonsense, but I will accept your warning. See you tonight. With that, Leon left the terrace. Guy
See
refrained
you
from stopping him this
tonight.
time. You gotta lay on that fruity spread a little, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. As Leon left a single shining crystal and used spatial motion to set it off. Let's see. A pair of eyes watched him go. Talk about impatient. I know how Leon, or that's how Leon is. Guy grinned a little as he spoke softly. It feels to me that Leon is leaving himself uncharacteristically open to attack. Velzard observed in her icy voice, asking, He's working with people without even knowing who they are. Should I investigate for him? Nah, Guy replied, unconcerned. Meddling in Leon's affairs would just offend him. I don't want my friends to hate me. To him, Leon was a trusted friend, someone whose personality he was keenly aware of by now. He knew about Leon's talent more than anyone else. If Leon wasn't looking into his cohort's backgrounds, it must have been because he saw no great need to. If he asks us for a favor, you can help him out then. All right. And that was the end of their conversation. Now the attendees of tonight's Walpurgis were set in stone. Clayman proposed to the council. Frey and Milam signed on to it. Ramirez, with her additional proposal, was also attending, as was the homebody Leon. Speaking of homebodies, there was another demon lord whose location was a complete enigma. Guy had reached out via their specialized demon lord connection, all but demanding that one's attendance. Beyond that, there was his old friend, Dragrul, along with...
Dagrul.
What about... Dragrul, okay,
No,
excuse me. Or
Dagrul.
Dagrul, okay. His old friend Dagrul, along with... what about the other guy? He should be coming. Dagrul promised to bring him along, and that just left Guy himself. It marked the first Walpurgis in a while to have all the demon lords show up, except for the missing carry-on. It should be a fun one, for sure. You want to join me? Belzard reflected on this. No, I think I won't. Perhaps if my brother were there, but otherwise I have no interest in demon lords. No. All right, keep the lights on for me. I would be glad to. Now time to prepare. Velzard stood up, leaving Guy to brood over the upcoming Walpurgis as he gazed at the aurora covering the frigid land. A demon lord working... Oh, sorry, that's it.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that's it.
I didn't
There's
see
a
the
triple
asterisk.
asterisk. There's a triple asterisk there.
Okay,
So that
gotcha.
means we
I
move
didn't see
on
that with the double
to
column.
you, sir.
Moonlight. That one. That one,
Yes.
go.
By the way, feel
Yeah.
free to
That
call me
one?
Sparks to make life easy.
Huh?
To call you
You just
what?
referred to me as
Farts?
you. Sparks.
Sparks.
The last
Okay.
part of my name, Moonlight Sparks, just use Sparks.
Okay, Sparks.
Just to make life easier on everyone.
All right,
Okay, cool.
Sparky
Just
gets a
making sure.
reading.
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
A demon lord working behind the scenes, head full of schemes. A newer demon lord, but one that could crumble at any time. An old friend who was starting to get surprisingly active, considering he hardly left the house. And then the potential birth of a new demon lord. So exciting! His heart hadn't sung like this for hundreds of years. He needed real change like this. Demon lords weren't friends. They were supposed to be competing with one another. There was one artificial limit placed on their number. There were times when a dozen existed at once, even more. Whether it's 10 or 100, anything was fine. If they weren't strong enough, they'd get pushed out of the picture the next time a Tema War came around, every 500 years. That is a long sentence.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that each time that happened, this new crop would fight for a piece of the pie, and to combat this, the maximum number of demon lords was finally set at 10. The human world, once they became aware of this, started calling them the 10 Great Demon Lords. Guy was firmly against it, but it became a sort of tacit agreement among them. The humans didn't mind the Demon Lords, picking one another off until they were a more manageable number. 10 was enough. But Guy figured it was time to put an end to that. The weak didn't deserve the title Demon Lord. Perhaps it was time for a new era of rule to unfold. One, he thought, where real demon lords held sway. Guy was one of the 7 primal demons, and the first demon lord to be summoned to this world as an archdemon. Each of these demons had a primary color associated with them, and his was rouge. He was an unnamed demon unleashed upon the world, fulfilling the wishes of the powerless humans who summoned him and destroying a nation that the human was apparently at war with. He followed that up by destroying his human's own nation as well. That earned him his name, Guy pronounced Gi or Gihi.
Gee.
Either way, we've been
Yeah.
saying it wrong.
Ye-
Whatever.
No, we've
Yeah,
been
what?
An
no.
unpleasant sounding name.
They spelled
Hmm?
it wrong.
Sure. All right.
Oh, okay. Well,
They spelled it wrong for this translation. So we're saying guy, even though it's pronounced Gee. Literally, he's named himself after the sound his victims made at the end. There we go.
ye-
Die. And that's literally what he
Okay.
called himself because he found it amusing.
Yeah,
Okay.
I gotcha.
An unpleasant sounding name, like the shrieks of the doomed and desperate as he crushed them. Upon being named Guy, I'm just going to keep calling him that, realized he had awakened into his new class of true demon lord. He thought it needless at first, given that he believed he was already the strongest out there, but this evolution also affected the primal demons, Vert and Blue, summoned alongside him as errand girls. They too were given physical bodies to work with, as well as the brand new class of demon peer. On a whim, Guy decided to make them his servants and gave them names. For Vert, Misery, reflecting the misery of mankind. For Blue, Rain, the rains of blood that fell wherever he strode. They had been faithful to him ever since. Just after Guy awakened to demon lorddom, another one did the same. That was Milim, a girl conceived by a human in this world, and the first of the 4 dragon types that ever threatened it. That dragon had paid for its strange dalliance by losing the majority of his power to his own child. The act had been reviled as taboo ever since. Upon losing his power, the dragon type dispersed his body, came to the surface to attain a physical form, and became the founder of the dragons as they existed in this world. This led to dragon types as being defined as the self-sentient propagations of natural spirits, the prototypes, and all the dragons that existed and thrived in the world came from this first father, Veldanava, the Star King Dragon. One day, the Star King Dragon gave his daughter, a pet, a young dragon that would serve as his next incarnation someday. This pet was killed by a certain foolish kingdom that ignited Milim's rage, causing the very heavens to tremble as the nation was destroyed.
Beldanava, the creator of this world, aka Milim's father.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's
okay.
literally what you just read.
okay.
Yeah. Milim's dad created this world and is responsible for the propagation of the dragon kind and the spirits. Literally, he
okay.
kind of just made the world. Then
So he's
he
the
made
God.
a replica. He
basically.
made a replica of himself, gave it to his daughter, that she would always have it with her, a part of him with her. A foolish kingdom killed that dragon. She laid waste to that whole fucking place, thus earning all the souls to become the first ever demon lord. By the way, that
Jeez.
dragon thing is going to come back up later. Looking at you, Volume 10.
Okay.
Yeah. Dude, Slime is well
God.
written. Slime is
Yeah.
well fucking written. Not as good as
Yeah.
Mishoku Tensei,
Lots
but
of world building.
it's good.
It's good.
This made Milim awaken, and the resulting new force sent her wholly out of control, almost wiping all of life away from the world. It was Guy who stopped her. The battle took place over 7 days and 7 nights, the most severe anyone had ever seen, turning the bountiful fields of the West into an utter wasteland. In the end, no winner could be crowned. The battle ended once Milim regained her senses. It was Ramirez who did this. Back then, a leader of spirits who sacrificed her own power to neutralize Milim's rage.
If you paid attention in the anime, you when they go to the backstory about like Milim becoming the first demon lord, they show 2 characters next to her. One of them is Guy, and the other is Ramirez. But you don't recognize Ramirez because she's towards the latter half of her reincarnation cycle, and she's literally the size of a full-grown human being.
Oh.
That
Still
is
haven't seen the
Ramirez.
Oh.
What's really
okay.
crazy
Things are starting to
is
click.
like having known this shit and being so much further ahead when season 2 came out. I go, wait a minute, that's fucking Ramirez. So yeah, what happens is Ramirez gets older and older, dies and reincarnates, and right now you're towards the beginning part of her reincarnation cycle, which is already crazy
Okay.
because I believe her reincarnation cycle is a couple thousand years.
Hmm.
That's a long time.
Yeah, she old.
That is a long time.
She old. She old.
She
She
old.
old.
Hmm.
And Ramirez, Guy, and Milim are the first 3 demon lords.
Okay.
That's also why they're powerful as shit.
Yeah,
So
it's-
this is also why it's crazy and why later on Guy's gonna get scared of Rimuru and Tempest. Diablo is a
Because-
demon peer. He is on the same level as Guy, but he got named.
Oh, so he's
Oh.
strong.
He was already
strong.
he was already he is one of the ancestral primordial demons, and the only way for them to evolve to demon peer is to be named. He's like,
Shit.
here's
Okay.
Guy, here's Diablo.
Yes.
And he serves fucking Rimuru.
Yeah, so
Like literally
oh, shit.
a snide comment by Guy was made about Rimuru. Guy made a snide comment about Rimuru and Diablo was ready to take his fucking head off.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Like
okay.
Diablo is
Wow.
the biggest yandere out there. You don't talk about his boy. He goes into rage papa mode.
Jesus.
Preparing for Walpurgis. Okay, chapter 3, part 2. Okay, that's where I'm at right now. I am uploading to the new channel as we speak. That's why you hear all this clackety clack typing.
Okay.
Yes.
She paid a heavy
Snap
price for this. Being exposed to the auras of demons and dragons sapped her force and made her fall to the world's surface, becoming a continually self-resurrecting fairy. But it did the trick. It prevented the end of the world and allowed Guy and Milim to come to an agreement. These were the first 3 demon lords, and each had their own goals.
There you
One
go.
wanted to find the farthest reaches of power. One wanted to live free from all barriers. One wanted to promote balance in the world. that was-
Funny story. Funny story. Who do you think is which?
Hold on, let me go back to it. Farthest reaches of power is free from all barriers. Guy is free from all barriers.
Uh-huh.
Milim
I think is the farthest
balance.
reaches of power.
No, I'm thinking Milim's balance.
Okay.
Maybe? I don't know.
All right. And what do you think Ramirez is?
Ramirez would have be power at that point because
Okay, so here's
yeah,
the thing.
actually.
So here's the thing. Funny story is, did you change your answer for one of them? Did you just change your answer for one of them?
I'm gonna go with Milim wants the power.
Okay.
Guy wants to live free from barriers.
Uh-huh.
Actually, no. I'm changing it. So Guy, I feel like, is one of the farthest reaches of power.
Mm-hmm.
One of them live from free about barriers in Milim, and the other one is Ramirez.
Okay.
That's my guess. That's my final answer.
All 3 of you are wrong.
Oh.
Who's
Yeah.
the third person? Hold on.
Yeah, I was gonna
Okay,
say,
here's
who
the
the fuck is the third Richie?
Oh, I'm sorry. The audience. I know they got it wrong. No,
Okay.
no, okay. So the one who wants balance is
Yes.
Guy.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay.
So he already kind of sort of talked about that, but the one that wants balance is Guy. Shim, you were right. The one that was trying to reach the echelon of power is Milim. And
Okay, so I was initially right.
And free
Damn it,
from all
okay.
barriers is Ramirez, especially when you know what her
Okay.
power is.
Hmm.
Okay,
Ramirez
that
is
makes
known
sense.
as Ramirez is known as the god of the labyrinth, and there's a reason for that. Just know that. Just know that there is
God
a
of the
reason.
Yeah,
labyrinth.
that has different connotations in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
not too far away.
Really?
Okay, they call it a labyrinth, but imagine if
Excuse
Milim could make her own dungeon.
Dance, magic dance.
Oof.
All right, she already has one that she lets all the fairies reside in. But just imagine for a second that right now, Veldora is kind of keeping his aura contained, but if he doesn't
Yeah,
let
I
it
know.
loose soon, it's gonna kill him.
Hmm.
So
With
they
so
have to
much
make a
power.
place. So they have to make a place where Veldora could do this. Now imagine hypothetically that, and we've already heard this discussion, Ramirez wants to move to Tempest. Imagine she sets up like a labyrinth, aka a dungeon, underneath Tempest, and the final floor boss is Veldora, and he can just let all his magicals out. You guys remember when his magicals leaked out, even though he was in like that barrier before, that all the monsters in that cave were unbelievably strong. The first monster that Rimuru ever encounters, the black mist serpent thing, the Tempest serpent, that he immediately one-shotted and took its head off, that is an A-rank monster.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Rimuru's strong as shit.
Rimuru, before
He made it look like a trash mob.
He made it look like a fucking trash mob. It's an A-rank serpent.
He's busted.
That was one of the weird things that that trio talked about when they left the cave. They were like, dude, we didn't encounter any monsters. Rimuru killed them all.
Yeah, he fucking wiped them.
He killed them all and he stole their abilities.
Like Corbo.
Do you understand how overpowered that motherfucker was? Like, not only did he easily kill everybody. No, because he
still is.
I understand that, but I'm talking about at that point in time, he was still way overpowered. Yeah. The only major difference is that, okay, first off, he has easily 10 to 15 times the amount of magicals now that he had back then because Demon Lord. Yes. And then secondly, the amount of skills that boy now possesses compared to back then.
That boy. Yes.
Crazy.
I mean, shit, it's that boy.
It's that boy. Oh shit, it's that slime.
Boy. Yeah.
You know.
Here come that slime.
Here come that slime.
Oh shit.
Just Rimuru with two little slime arms on the sides going on a tricycle. Oh shit, it's that slime.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I can't wait. That needs to be a thing. Fuck. I would love for that to be a thing. Okay.
But that was fine. These different goals.
Go ahead.
These different goals were exactly why they could see one another as equals. The Demon Lord ranks were soon swelled by a giant protecting the gates of heaven, as well as a vampire from ancient times. A figure fallen from heaven became number 6. This was the second generation, not as strong as the oldest, but more than strong enough to rule over the world. The giant's body was too imbued the holy element to allow the seeds of demon lorddom to take root. But he was still so blindingly strong that he got in anyway, an unusual path to take. The old vampire was shrewd, sly, and more conniving than any of the others, although someone else was currently occupying her seat at the council for her. The 6th one was interesting. Definitely strong, but completely uninterested in the world. Laziness was the watchword here. No doubt had the ability to rule the land, but probably still living just as fallen as ever somewhere. 4 out of the 6 demon lords at this point had awakened to the job. Apart from the giant and the fairy, they had survived multiple great wars, polishing their skills with each one, enough so to earn ultimate skills, like Guy's and Millam's. In addition to them, there was Guy's friend, Leon. Leon was a human and a former hero. A unique upbringing led to him picking up an ultimate skill, making him strong enough even to satisfy Guy's strict standards. That made 7. And how many of this next Walpurgis's attendees would live up to the standard of these 7? Guy couldn't wait to see. And then there was Clayman. That fool thought he could rule over Millam. It was just too hilarious. Guy could barely contain his laughter. That was impossible. If Guy couldn't do it, there was no way someone like Clayman could.
Ain't that the
lower
fucking
level
truth?
skills? Lower level skills simply didn't work on those who possessed ultimate skills. All the natural laws that ruled this world were nothing more than unique cases to them. They could easily nullify any magical attempt to cloud their minds.
It's so funny how, like, that bitch thinks he has anything near that level of control. It's like, nah, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, nah.
Like, nah.
Suck.
Nah.
Man.
Suck it.
Suck.
Suck.
An elemental attack that struck at their weak points might have some effect, yes. But mind domination magic? Out of the question. Anyone spineless enough to be ruled over by conditions like that would never be able to obtain an ultimate skill in the first place. Ultimate skills, as the name implied, gave the wielder ultimate power to control the very laws of nature. The only way to counter an ultimate skill was with another ultimate skill. That was the absolute, unbendable rule of this world. Clayman couldn't do a thing against Milim. Milim was just having him dance on the palm of her hand. What a fool. Guy flashed a weak smile as he watched the events unfold. The era of weaklings styling themselves as demon lords had come to an end. The fakers would get sifted out. The generation of true demon lords would begin. Guy was sure of it. He smiled. And thus he set off for what was bound to be the most chaotic Walpurgis in recent memory.
Okay. That's some bullshit. I can't. I'm in the process of. I had to verify the channel because now it's saying that I can't upload any of this shit until. Okay, so delete all the videos. Select all, edit, more actions. So I have to delete all these videos, all 14 of the videos that I just uploaded to this channel, because the process was abandoned. The video is too long. And I'm like, motherfucker, that pisses me off. So now I have to go through and do it all over again. But I have verified something important. I can send all the videos out. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to start with just one to see how it goes. Okay, so it's going to be around the end of Mushoku Tensei. So volume 10, chapters 7 through 9. So let's go ahead and start with that. Okay, edit. No, not edit. God dang it.
Gosh,
So
darn it.
not it's export. Married life. V10 CH 7 through 9. And that's just how I'm going to name it. And it just says let's see that married life. Okay, and then I'm just going to copy that. Okay. Because they're like, oh, it's longer than 15 minutes. This won't happen. And I'm like, oh shit, I have to verify the account through YouTube. I have to verify it. So that's me fucking around on my phone. Do we actually finish the chapter?
Yeah,
Yes,
we're
we
at
did.
4 now.
We're on 4,
So
yeah.
perfect timing, yeah.
Good stuff, guys. All right, let me send that out. Shoku Tensei. I don't have anything set up at the moment for this. I'm just gonna say, oh well, bam, and yeah, there we go, bam. And then we're gonna start that, and we'll see how that goes. So deleting, and now refreshing, continue. We're like, oh, dark theme is here. Yes, I'm fucking well aware. Close. I am, dude. Okay, they like want me to set it up and everything, and I'm like, that's great, but I don't have a way to do that at the moment. Okay, give me 1 second. I gotta create. Okay, so might as well put this on here. Might as well no, probably not screen share it. Okay, cool. So it's called Fat Dog Light Novels. That's what we've got so far. Customized channel. So, you know what? We're just gonna make a quick video after we get done with this. So, hey everybody, how you doing? Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Oh, actually, I probably could do a screen share. Let me check. Let me do a screen share real quick. Let me let up customize YouTube channel. There we go. So this is essentially what I'm looking at right here, as you guys can see right there. But I'm not gonna keep the thing on the main channel right now. Customize the channel. So it's Fat Dog light novels. That's what it is. It's basic as shit. We don't have anything really going on right now. I'm probably gonna upload a picture real quick. Nothing major. You're gonna, if my computer allows me to. Okay, that's abridged content, so we're just gonna put abridged. Let's see, not the droopy dog. We're gonna do Fat Dog, the new Fat Dog logo. Yeah, done. And then 240 by. Nope. We're gonna cut that hard. Let's see.
Oh, here, making things basic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do what?
It says Richie's out here making things basic, and I was like,
I mean, it is. Everybody's got to do what they've got to do, dude.
yep,
Place
gotta
orders,
start
yo.
basic before you can get complex.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's just kind of what we're gonna do. Got a light novel intro right there, and
Yes.
bam.
Which means
Jesus Christ. People on desktop.
ooh.
Okay.
Okay, stretch. Yes, please. My back is not exactly happy with me, but it's okay. Thank you. Oh, Lord.
Time really does fly when you're just reading, huh?
A little bit,
It really
yeah.
does.
So
Yeah,
I've got
part
other
of it
stuff.
was, you know.
Got other
Okay.
stuff that I've got to do later, but that's okay. Yeah. We'll just do
Yes.
done like that. Okay, so there, that'll look like that. Watermark, video watermark. Yeah, dude. Let's see. Dude, can I get that on there? That'd be great. The freaking, oh, is that a PNG? No, that's a JPEG. Fuck that. Let's see. Get a. You know what? I'm just gonna go over to Abridged again, and I'm gonna. You should probably not.
Sorry.
That was almost like the Donkey Kong hit sound in Donkey Kong Country.
That was so funny.
I just
Okay.
smacked my mic.
Publish. There we go. My basic branding has been done, and that is what it is. I don't have like a proper layout or any of that stuff. Basic info, any like I don't have the VOD channel for the light novel readings done on Twitch. All right, and I will have I will start putting together like playlists for specific ones. I'm not going to go back to the original stuff that we uploaded on the website. That stuff's on the website. And guys, there's going to be a giant gap. Sorry, not sorry. Like this was a thing we were trying to avoid doing for a long time. Okay, Twitch URL channel. This is the standard channel. Which is numbers.
Oh, somebody's in the recordings only chat.
That would be Gordo.
Oh, good night, Spider.
Okay, I thought we were supposed to wait until a little later, but give me just a second. Hey, I'll be with you in a second. I'm in the middle of a stream and I'm wrapping things up.
Yeah, I know, I see that.
Gotcha. Oh, okay, because I was very confused. I was like, I thought y'all said later.
I said 11. It's 11.
Oh, you meant Eastern time. I had it.
Yep.
I'm on Central, you.
Well.
I couldn't have done it then either way. We're still streaming. I'll be right back. All this was live on stream.
I wonder if they can hear us.
Yeah, they heard all that.
Straight up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say, okay, we might have to distract them. It's Morbin time.
They wouldn't have been able to hear you guys
Morb.
and distract from any of that. Yeah, they wouldn't have been
Yeah.
able to because it's like it's my stream thingy. That's okay, there we go. You guys are back working on that.
Yep.
Can I change this? That is the question. Channel learn more, because I don't want it to be find your channel URL. Channel URL ID based custom URL. That's what I want to do. Custom URL. Thank you. Easy to remember channel URL. Custom URL eligibility, I have to have 100 or more subscribers, which we don't have right now. So if you'd like to come over to Fat Dog Light Novels and subscribe to us for the light novel VODs, there you go. Yeah. All right, let's refresh this, see if that video ever went. Yes, we're 11% processing. It looks like
Oh,
that will
yeah,
actually go.
baby.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
God damn it. We're terrible people. We are
Probably.
terrible people.
You just have to summon your
hey.
inner porn ad.
At least we're having
voice.
fun.
Wow.
That's how it is. Sometimes it's loud as fuck, and they're just
Okay,
like,
yeah,
so
"Hey,
it really is.
ever heard of Jerkmate?" And it's like, "Okay, yep. I know.
Like even with
Go
the
away."
volume way down, you just
Mhm.
hear, "Hey, you want to jack off to a fun game?" Jeez.
Oh, dude. No, one of my favorites is one that's just this like robotic lady's voice, and she goes, "A quiet little town where thousands of people are fucking in a live action game." I'm like, what
all
is
right,
this
so
one?
guys, if you would do me a favor, I'm
don't
gonna go
understand.
get the I'm gonna go give you guys the link to the channel.
The link, yeah.
The
Please
link.
subscribe to our channel.
The link.
Subscribe and hit the like button on all our videos because it feeds the algorithm, and then we can
Ugh.
eat food because food ain't free.
Okay, there's the VOD channel for the light novels. There you
Mhm.
go. Please subscribe. I can't make a custom URL until we have 100 subscribers. So yeah, please do that. Please, and thank you with applesauce.
Mm-hmm.
Or like other shit. It doesn't have to be applesauce.
Pleases.
But,
Yeah.
no gaming content is gonna go up on that channel. Only the
Mhm.
light novel content will go up there. But
Mhm.
I gotta do my exercises. I got 40 of every exercise, right?
Yes, sir.
2 of every
Also,
kind
does
of
this
animal.
just mean we're gonna
Mhm.
fill time while you do that?
Yes.
Either that or I make you do
What
them
can we
with me.
fill? No, dude.
I mean,
I ate a
I'd be
huge fucking
down.
meal. You can do it. I can find things to fill up
Only
my.
issue is I have to take my headphones off. I might have to take my
I'm
headphones
gonna
off.
fart it all out, buddy.
What are we gonna do?
right.
Let's see. I can show you guys something
we
that I
go.
have on my library, I guess.
Camera ain't gonna see any of this shit.
Maybe
Oh,
they will.
no.
I don't know.
No, I'm off.
Maybe I can show you guys this. This is a book that I had, and I read through the whole thing. I really, really enjoy the book and art of Cuphead. I recently watched the show. It was really good. I liked the animation of the devil. I liked the way that they portrayed some of the stuff in the game into the show. Mostly the bosses. They gave them like really cool stuff. I know we only have like, what was it? We have technically a teaser for season 2, but I don't even know if that's happening. If you haven't picked up this book, if you like really old-fashioned animation, that's really fun to watch. You can go pick up this book. It's got really nice, cool concept art for it. Let's see. I really like that we're getting the new DLC at some point soon. We got lots of cool things going on with that show. That show has great animation, great tributes to animation from like the 1930s and stuff like that. You know, the one that Chip and Dale totally fucking took a shit on. Um, the stuff that's actually really cool. I'm passionate about the kind of like the art and the old watercolor things, like the backgrounds. Let's see, what's a cool one in this book? Yeah, like this background for like the junkyard boss. That was pretty cool.
Crunches
I like that. It's okay, you guys are getting stronger. I had a big meal and I don't feel like doing them, so I am going to keep continuing ranting about stuff that I like for like a couple minutes. So, let's see.
I'm gonna have to come back to the crunches. Oh, what
Let's
else
see
is
what
there?
else is cool here. Besides me, almost every fucking week, I do have this classic Super Nintendo or a classic SNES that my uncle gave me for a long time ago. It's still in box. It's pretty cool. It's got a bunch of cool games on the back. It's got Contra 3, The Alien Wars, Donkey Kong Country, Earthbound, Final Fantasy 3, F-Zero, Kirby's Dream Course, Kirby Superstar, and a lot more. And it's pretty cool. If you guys don't have one of these things are really neat. Go pick one up. It's cool stuff. Let's see. Next to me also is always a lunchbox full of stuff that I used to collect. Let's see. Anytime I went to like the 25-cent machines, there used to be these little like let's see. They used to have like these little animal like like toy machine things, so I would collect like a shit ton of those. They're all in like this little box. Let's see, I'll pull out a random one. Let's see, we can go. Yeah, here we go. I have a parrot. He is at the screen, slowly judging Sparks and everyone else about the room. It's pretty cool. Some good shit. Let's see. What else have we got in here? I can show you my giant ass Groudon that's just always here. He's just like, look at the big boy. He's always sitting there and he's walking around doing cool stuff. So, let's see.
Wait, is push-ups one of the things on there?
Yes. 40 push-ups are also on that thing.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah, you got this though. Let's see.
Oh, I'm gonna take the headphones
I can
off
show you
for
the
that.
Lego car that
I'm
my
at
cousin made for me
35.
recently. He is a very small boy, but he has made this Lego car. He is a very ingenious engineer. This is a car that he made, and the driver is very, very safely protected by a giant, I want to say 3 foot thick wall that's on all sides of his body. So when he crashes, he'll be completely safe. And the fact that he will completely get his skull obliterated before he can feel like what happened. So this is great. So it's good. But I still cherish it because my little cousin made it and he's like, you know, 6. So that's good. Let's see what else is good. I can stall for time by talking about probably the reasons why certain animation felt very soulless in the new one, but I don't know if I want to feel like ranting about that. Let's see. Let's see what's a good thing to talk
You're
about.
only getting 18 push-ups out of me.
That's fair. Let's see what we got over here. We have the return of Rhydon, these dicks. But it's all good. Let's see. I wish I could take you on like a room tour at some point. That would be kind of fun to do someday. But most of the stuff that I got here, I don't know. I'm like a huge nerd, so I got like a little bit of a lot of different things. The closest things that were next to me that I grabbed were like these like the card pack like Pokemon figures like they used to have. I collected a ton of those. This was a pre-order bonus for playing Pokemon Platinum, which is like pretty cool because it's Origin Giratina rising out from a bunch of smoke, and it's like, it's pretty cool.
Oh, God.
I really like that. There's some cool things. Also, thank you. Oh man, I have so much stuff in my room. I need to like get my own place and have like a cool place to store them all because my god, I got so much stuff. Also in here was something I got from an old anime con that was pretty cool. It was like a Final Fantasy Type 0 like manga magazine thing. I have no idea what the hell that like game was or if you played it, or if anyone played it really. I have no idea about that game, but it was kind of cool. There's some cool animations or cool artwork in here, so there's this cool glasses girl who's like it's pretty cool. I totally know how to voice females. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Let's see. What else is good? Some of the stuff I have over here would probably get me demonetized. Not all of it, but a decent chunk. I do have this cool Persona 5 like artwork that I just have on the side. This one was pretty cool. I snagged it at one of my local cons. You can see like all the cool stuff in the background. There's their stands or their personas in the background. There's Futaba and Yusuke and fuck. Ryuji and Joker and Anne and Makoto and Haru. It's pretty cool. That's some cool stuff. Like I have a ton of stuff that would be really cool to put in like a display room or like a display case or something like that, but I don't have like the space for it right now, so it's just kind of sitting in my room. I promise you, my room is
Ow!
a lot better. Do I have to just keep stalling, Richie? Are you okay?
I'm done. Ow!
Yeah. Ew.
If I ever need to do a
I
scene
think
out of
Sparks
breath,
also died. Yes.
you okay, Sparky?
Yeah.
15
We broke
seconds.
Richie. Okay, good, because I was freaking out trying to find more stuff to like stall for time. I was like, okay, what is within 2 feet of my arms that I can go and show them? But it's cool though. I have to put this book back though because it's cool.
Seal
Like, I
go
like
round. Oh no. No.
It's cool. Richie, have you seen Cuphead, like the animated series on
Yes.
Netflix?
Oh no.
Dude.
I know
Okay, I was gonna
Cuphead
say.
the game.
Yeah. Have you played it?
No.
Ah, dude, it's so hard, but I really like
I
it.
don't like
But
playing
the animated
difficult
series
games.
is fun.
Okay,
Yeah.
guys.
It's kind of like Mega Man, but it's
That's
alright.
it for the interlude.
We did it! Yay!
Yay!
Yay! Celebrate with us, Sparks! Yay!
Neither of us is raising
Yeah.
our arms. And I have
Yep.
to go direct the callback right
my
after
God.
this.
Well,
But stay in this call. I have to
Mhm.
talk with you guys in a moment. Actually, you could both move over to recording after I end this stream. I still gotta talk to you for a moment.
you got it.
Okay.
We'll be there.
I'm gonna die
Anyway.
now. Guys,
I'm gonna die too.
was
Yeah.
it worth it?
God. No.
Nah,
I could
Not
only
you,
do
Dan.
the
I know how
18.
Not
I
you,
felt like
Dan.
2 weeks
Okay.
ago.
here's the funny story, dude.
I don't care what they
Yes.
think.
Here's the funny story, dude. I did
Yeah.
40 of all those exercises, 40 seconds of planks. I'm old, I'm out of shape, and I'm 40.
I did
That's a
40
lot of
everything
exercises at
except the
one time, though.
push-ups
The push-ups
Well,
take.
you also
Here's the
didn't-
thing. Here's the
yeah.
thing.
and the crunches.
No, all right, no. The crunches, you barely have to come up on the crunches, but you have to have your knees up like this with your ankles locked or wrapped around
Mhm.
each other. And when you
Ugh.
push up, even if you only sit up like a little, like maybe an inch, pull your legs in. That's the secret.
Okay.
I'm panting.
That's the secret. Here's the other one for push-ups.
I'm
Let me
always
guess.
snorty.
You started doing normal ass push-ups, right? And you couldn't get
Mhm.
past that? Drop
Yeah.
your knees. Finish the rest on your knees.
Okay.
Because you need to get all 40 out. That's how it goes.
Okay.
This day was a
Next
light day
time.
for me. Normally, I do around 120 on these. That's usually the normal. I'll do 3 sets of 40.
Mhm.
But I knew today was going to be a weird day. So I had to
Yeah.
get it out of the way. All right.
Yes.
Guys, I love you. Please subscribe to the VOD channel if you haven't done so already. I'm going to put it
Yeah,
up
please.
on the Fat Dog. I'm going to put it up on Fat Dog soon. But I just wanted to let you know that the channel is up. It's got at least one video. We're going to put more up soon. But that one video is private until I do a little editing and tomfoolery to cut out some of the stuff in the beginning. And then we're just going to go.
Yeah.
All
Alright.
that stuff in the beginning's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the stuff in the beginning that I'm talking about is just the music.
Hydrate, Richie.
It's
Oh,
just the
that
music.
stuff,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. All
Yeah.
right. That having been said, hydrate? I'll fucking show you hydrate.
Give me a
Oh.
goddamn minute.
I got a gallon of water.
Yeah. This is probably not a gallon, but it's got some in there.
Look at these
Oh.
gains that are non-existent. Well, actually, okay. There's still a little bit of fat there, but you
Yeah.
press it, you feel that muscle.
Yeah.
Got
you
them,
can-
I got them gains again. Not
yeah.
quite the way I
You
had
can
it
see
back in the
Well, you can see
day.
it.
Not quite how
Yeah.
I had it back in the day, but I got them gains again. Yes,
it's almost
you
there.
drink that mug. All right,
Mugman.
mug man. Ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
thank you so much for coming by. I really, really
Yeah,
appreciate
thank you
it.
so much. That's
We
great.
will see you next week for more volume 6, but now on chapter 4. And chapter 4 is a long one.
Mhm.
We literally
We're gonna be here
start.
for a bit.
We will.
Mhm.
We
Jealous of
literally
it
start
already.
at page 195 and go to 252.
I'm so jealous of that length.
I get it. I get it.
You should see its
Uh,
girth.
Yeah, you see
Oh,
what
it hurts to laugh.
Okay, here's the funny part. Here's the funny part. The next one is so much
Good night,
worse.
guys.
Chapter 5 starts on page 255 and goes all
Oh.
the way to 325. So almost
Oh.
75
Fuck
pages on
me,
chapter
dude.
5. Now, chapter 6,
Yeah, that's a
chapter
good
6
chunk.
ain't nothing. Chapter
Mm,
6 is
that's what I like.
literally just this. We could do that in a day. Chapter 6 is nothing. We could do that in the epilogue all in one go. But guys,
Yeah.
thank you so much for coming by, hanging out
Yeah,
with us.
thank you.
Once
This was
again,
great.
Once
Lot of
again,
fun.
link is in the chat if you want to go check out the new channel. Thank you so much. We gotta go. I got directing
Thank
work
you.
to do, and I gotta talk with these chuckleheads real quick about stuff. That having been said,
Yay.
love you. I will see you Wednesday.
Yep.
for
Bye.
Somewhat the Fell. And next Wednesday, we're back with D&D. And then Friday, Fan Friday. We got Fan Friday coming up. We are, for those of you that don't know, we are actually making the cathedral for Log Horizon. The Log Horizon Cathedral, it's literally where everyone's going to spawn in.
Nice.
Yes.
On the resurrection plate. It's even better.
Mhm.
All right. And then Saturday, of course, more Mushoku Tensei. We start volume 13. So yeah, this will officially put us past where season 2 is most likely going to end. All right. If you missed last Saturday's reading, I'm telling you, it was epic. When I say I get into character, like they were going through emotions and I had to cry, and there were tears, man. Woo, let me tell you. All right. So if you're looking forward to content like that, come by here, check it out live, or go over to the YouTube channel, because eventually I'm going to have all this stuff over there. Thanks, bye. Love you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Eat more cookies.
Ah!